Good evening everyone and welcome to Hearts of Blazing. This is May 8th and it's gonna be an eventful May. With that said, we have a pretty big bracket today. Smaller than the last couple, but still reaching around about 59 players. We have so much talent in this bracket, but I'm proud to announce that there's someone very talented outside of the bracket as well. I'm joined with Gibbs today on commentary, so if you'd give him a warm welcome and if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello folks, Gibbs here. Introduce myself, oh no. Long time TO, 7 years in standing, an absolute monster when it comes to overlays and making a mess in OBS. That's pretty much my life.
Well, that makes sense, but you are genuinely the
it is
inspiration
pretty
for a lot of these events, so big props to you.
I mean,
No amount of downplaying could be served there.
the joke is what you work on in the morning looks completely different in the afternoon.
Well, regardless, we've got a couple of players here that we haven't actually seen before. If it doesn't have the same name. Anyway, sorry about that. I'm just clearing up a little misunderstanding with someone. But we've got both of them in the lobby, which is nice. They've managed to find their way in. As first-time players, you know, that's already an achievement. So, our first match is two people who we haven't actually seen in Hearts of Blazing before. I know one of them plays Gran, and it looks like the other one plays Djeeta, so we might have the protagonists.
Oh shit.
Here we go, they're going right in.
And we're off.
They're in the right seats as well. They might be new, but they certainly seem like pros. And it is indeed Gran vs Djeeta. Two very similar yet very different characters. You know, setting aside their gender.
That's true. Djeeta being one of the more recent additions,
sorry.
actually
Kind of.
really good.
Sorry about that, Kingston, by the way.
Character.
Yeah. Kingston, one of the, you know Kingston. But he didn't manage to check in today.
Yeah. Oh damn.
It's rather that or Challenge didn't, you know, accept his check-in. But regardless, the result's the same. One less good player in the bracket, which is, you know, always a shame. But getting right into it, I know that, I believe I ran into Dragacex when I was trying to rank up myself to S rank. So, I'm familiar with him.
So they're from the ranked section?
Yeah. But, nice, getting the pressure going. Good amount of damage. But what's he going to do with the Oki? Goes for an empty jump. Yeah. 8 frames of throw and Vaughn on wake up, right? So he missed on the safe jump into frame kill.
This should be a full punish. Here we go. Oh no!
No. I mean, they're relatively awkward to punish because Djeeta, Gran, you know, characters have no recovery, but you should still be able to get a full punish off of it. No doubt, just heavy into SSB able to kill. Or SBA, pardon.
Okay, here we go. This should be it. Yeah.
Nice.
Waited his turn. Good awareness.
You know,
First round.
not common for a Gran. Usually Djeeta play. Well, to be honest, both Djeeta and Gran players both play questionably at times, but both characters have very good tools to deal with any situation, right? Full screen, they have brilliant fireball game. They have great jump arcs. They have great jump ins. They have great mid-range buttons, great frame data, great pressure. But how they handle pressure is very differently.
If we're to compare Gran, they're a bit like insane. GS players, I don't know yet.
Well, to be honest,
the Grans have definitely decided that they're a bit younger.
Djeeta is kind of like the combination of Gran and Catalina in a lot of ways. Especially post-patch, it can definitely feel like that. But she also combines a lot of the strengths of Catalina with a lot of the strengths of Gran. The only thing that she's really missing is like Droid and Boot. But Wreckers is nothing to get,
yeah,
you know.
She's missing Boot.
She's nothing to laugh at though, because Wreckers are really good for frame traps, and they're really good for her pressure. And you can get like double M Wrecker. So she has access to like really reliable 2-touch and loopable situations as a result of that, which is a unique benefit compared to characters like Gran and Catalina. Dragacex taking the first win there. Relatively convincingly, but there were signs of life coming from the Djeeta player. Oh, EX boot, no punish.
Really well. He wasn't making mistakes per se.
Yeah.
It was more like
he wasn't getting his offense and his game
more
plan
like
going.
nerved or just looking for looking for his way forward, whereas
Yeah.
Dragacex seems to be a lot more comfortable right now.
It's all well and good controlling the enemy's game plan, but if you can't get your own game plan going,
Yeah,
it's not for the best. Nice, good
if
XCP
you're
there.
constantly keeping yourself safe, so to speak, you're not safe. That's the way it is.
Getting counter hit, no confirm though. Backs his way up for the EX boot to be safe. Djeeta is now in the corner, where, you know, that's exactly where Gran wants
That's
you.
not safe. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, not only is
okay,
it not
DP.
safe, you can see even if she elected to go for the wow, interesting air situation there, air connection. Doesn't end up converting it into anything meaningful though. Now one touch is going to do it for either player. Nice, this is going to be it. Elects to go for Wreckers instead. Gets the knockdown. One more touch.
Oh, the
But
DP though.
really late jump. I'm not sure if that was trying to bait a throw tech or if it was just a general misinput, but regardless, ends the same. Gets caught by the DP. DP at that height is air unblockable as well. But right here we're seeing the fireballs, right? One of the notable benefits that Djeeta actually has is a chargeable fireball, which makes it really nasty for melee situations and the, you know, for the fireball game. So whilst Gran is definitely arguably the best character in the game right now, Djeeta has some stuff, but Dragacex showing us his stuff right now. Getting the knockdown. No safe jump though. He keeps on going for... Yeah, he keeps on going for empty jump there into throw. So, Iziyel doing a good job of calling that out, but...
Or if he's doing it because...
No,
he's
no,
expecting something
I think it's been
that's not
intentional
coming.
every time. But regardless, the spot dodge there, trying to predict a reversal, doesn't end up landing. Dragacex taking a 2-0. GG's to both players. It was lovely to see you on the tournament for the first time, and hopefully we'll be seeing you guys later on. Alright, let's go back over to tournament discussion. Make sure everything's running.
Just,
Trying to find my mention. Make sure to DQ. Ah, okay. So apparently a player from the US has joined the event.
oh, okay.
Oh, below there he is. Alright, let's get the naughty participants out. But yeah, GG's to everyone in the last game. And hello to everyone on stream. I appreciate all the support. We've already hit a fair few follows. But I'm going to take this moment, because, you know, we've got a bit of downtime to, you know, run the trailer and do a little announcement following the trailer. So, hope you guys enjoy. Alright everyone, you just saw the trailer, so you know what's coming. But we've officially announced Conqueror of the Eternals now, which is going to be a 16-man invitational event featuring, you know, Europeans' finest and their characters. I'm being cut off right now by the players going into the game, but I'm going to leave a few links in the chat for places where you can check out the event. And also be sure to use the code that I'm leaving in the chat to support the match arena for it. The winner will receive, you know, the full funds, so show some love to the players. With that said, we have got Paddu against Jundo right now. Jundo being a relatively new player to the EU scene in general, only just joining events for the first time last week. And he is a phenomenal Ferry. He's being taught by Rixta right now, so it's going to become more and more nasty. But he's going up against Paddu. If it was anyone else, there'd be a good chance of him taking the win. But Paddu is a killer, man. Probably the best Metera in Europe.
Paddu's a monster. Literally,
really
the
is.
spacing this man has is uncomfortable to anybody's.
And if there's
He just
anyone
knows
who
when to
has
hit the button.
matchup experience against Ferry as Metera, it'll be
Yeah.
Paddu, as his training partner is Rixta. So, it's not going to be easy. He's at chip point right... Wow, the Ferry's at chip point right now, but... She's done a really good job so far at not getting hit by anything, but it only takes one touch. And as you can see, making a mistake with the spot dodge being too early. Gets hit by the slower fireball.
I'm
Which
definitely feeling the match unknownness here. Doesn't like just getting bullied for trying anything right now.
Yeah, I mean, this matchup is definitely... Because both of the characters have relatively similar game plans. Whoever gets their offense running first kind of gets to wail on the other characters for defense. But we're seeing Metera using the only reversal she has available to her. It's a great effect. Ending Jundo's Oki nice and early.
Good jump,
yeah, gets hit by up arrow.
Jumping against Metera is not in your favor most of the time.
The thing is that all of our anti-airs are air unblockable apart from up arrow on the way up. But at the same time, she has an air unblockable reversal as well. When she has super, it's air unblockable at all distances, which is uncommon for reversals. There you go, getting the meteor attempt, baits out the DP, and there you go, gets the full conversion with double butterfly. Yeah, it's a meteor, so if they go for a reversal, it times them so that they'll land on the butterflies afterwards. Jundo not really getting opened up once Paddu has the pressure, but Paddu winning every single neutral interaction with very, little to no difficulty.
Yeah, he's very happy with the spacing he's got. He doesn't have to push for anything. There's no immediacy to what he's doing. It's just wait and see what Jundo does, and Jundo's being treated badly for it basically at the moment.
Damn, gets hit by the up arrow off the Vine Whip. It's only going to take one touch or so to kill Jundo at this point.
Yeah,
but there you go, getting clipped by the air arrow. At the same time, these are looking like relatively close. When Jundo gets his game plan going, if he can get some early pressure going on, it'll pan out for him well. But again, same situation as before. No conversion coming off from Paddu this time, but a sequence of really unfortunate scrambles has resulted in there. Pretty much it might as well have hit. And now Jundo fighting for his life in winners right now. Very little HP to play with. Paddu sitting on super as well. It's going to be rough. Super now available to Ferry. Wow, shortly. There you go. Finally walk forward. You've got to find your way in. And with that menacing butterfly approaching him.
I need Jundo to be a bit more aggressive and moving forward, but also keeping the block up.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to do against Metera, honestly.
Yeah. It's the only way he's going to get any upper hand here.
There you go. That's what you're looking for, actually.
That was a good attempt. That's what we want. Yeah.
The problem is that it's impossible to whiff punish a lot of Metera stuff, like arrows and a far heavy, because it has no actual hurt boxes, which makes this matchup relatively hard in the zoning game. Metera is less of a zoner and more of an anti-zoner, same as Zeta. They have like very good anti-zoning tools, which make them pain to deal with as a character like Ferry. Especially when Metera's offense is as aggressive as it is, and easy to anti-air with that up arrow at that distance. Ferry's jump-in's not the best.
Damn, that's 2 already.
Yeah, Paddu, phenomenal player. Doesn't hugely shock me, I'm not gonna lie. But Jundo, also a phenomenal player, so it really just... there he goes, sitting down as Bob. It really does speak to just how good Paddu is, though. But that can't be an easy matchup, because not many people have matchup familiarity with Metera, whereas Paddu 100% has a lot of experience against the Ferry. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and DQ that player. I actually think I forgot to do it earlier. Gonna make sure.
Big hype to everyone who's watching, by the way. Hope you're all good.
Yeah, me too, dude. It's bank holiday right now, so it makes sense that viewership is a little less high than it usually is, if I'm honest. But, I'm not gonna get down on myself. People have got stuff going on.
People are legit escaping to beaches when they're not supposed to be. I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Okay, I did kick him out. Nice.
Like, it's one of those days where people just want to actually chill.
Yeah, for sure. The attendance is still really high, but, what can you do? Viewership's a little bit low at the start of this event right now. I should probably have tweeted about the fact that I'm got the stream open right now. Alright, sweet. Wow, really? That's an early morning. Stream buff. I mean, at least you've got the internet coming in a few days. Which is a nice addition. The events have been missing you, man. Not the same. Who have we got up next? Go and check.
In the morning, damn.
Take the pin message. Match 72?
Number 72, but it's nowhere near ready.
Yeah, no, okay, so, in all honesty, probably just going to chill for a little bit now. Whilst I chill your Discord a little bit, because Gil does some amazing events. He's going to be running a BlazBlue, I believe, bracket relatively soon. Is it BlazBlue or is it XR'd? What one's the next one?
BlazBlue first.
Yeah. And that's singles, right? Because I know you were planning on making the Guilty Gear 1 teams.
Yeah, BlazBlue's the singles section, because there's... I don't want to say there's not enough players, but the player count isn't as high as other games, so...
Sure.
Guilty Gear will be teams, just because that is the preferred format for it right now, it seems. After asking, getting feedback, yada yada yada.
Alright. I'm going to go ahead and DQ another player who's apparently disqualifying himself because of technical issues. In one moment.
Yeah.
Name was Frat, right? Yeah. Hey Zeraki, how you doing, man? Good to see you in the chat. I didn't make this one, but I've got a feeling you might be interested in this event. So if you want to check this out, hit me up on Discord if you're interested. But I definitely think I have a slot for you in this one.
Yeah, get involved, guys.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this invitation was going to be really hype, but on top of that, I've got something else that I'm going to be, announcing officially tomorrow, which is going to be a master, like a bounty, on the master rank for European PC. TLDR, there's going to be a match arena prizeable for it, similar to the current event that I've got up. But we're going to crowdfund a bounty for the first player in Europe to hit master rank on PC. Because currently, the SS, SSS, and master ranks are completely dead. There's no one even at master rank so far. So, in order to motivate players, we're going to put together a little prize pool for it. And we're going to have, now until the end of June for someone to achieve master rank. And they're probably going to receive a pretty hefty amount of money when they do so. There'll be, a match arena along with a code of conduct for people to follow being announced tomorrow. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye open for that. But there's a lot of interesting stuff going on in the Granblue scene at the moment that I'm looking to make not only happen, but be a success as well. None of it's possible without the community, though, so... Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it, Swepei? This, hopefully, will achieve that. Everyone... Because even if it doesn't serve the function for everyone, because not everyone wants to grind for Masters, it should still give incentive to the general public to play on the ladder a little bit more. So
I know that this worked for Unist when it was a thing, so definitely a good idea.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. I've got a lot of people who have already said that they'd like to throw in some money and help support the event, so it should be great. Especially if we can get people like Leffen on board, because it's the kind of thing that would interest him and reignite his passion for Granblue and playing, doing streams, playing on ladder. It's good motivation, good content for him and the rest of the streamers, so it's kind of a win-win for everyone. Right. Oh, Linkeiro won his match so far, so we've got one of our players.
Nice.
And then, who's coming from the other side of the bracket? Oh, they haven't started their round 1 match yet. See if I can grab Rixta Momo. And I also need to contact these two players, see what's going on. And yeah, that's the thing, Stream Puff. There'll be so much content made out of it. Just people streaming, going for the Master Rank bounty. it's just like a kind of incentive that will work for everyone. People who are interested in hitting masses, people who are interested in playing Granblue, and people who are interested in making content off of it. And even if it flops, you know, nothing gained, nothing lost. At the end of the day,
That's true.
You know, if no one manages to get the bounty by the end of the deadline, I'll just refund all of the... Like, you can automatically refund all of the donations that people make and all the contributions. What's up? I just gotta fix one of these matches, which is behind schedule right now. But you know what? There aren't that many, there's not that much going on right now. It's kind of a peaceful tournament vibe for once. But this is usually why I stream 2 rounds. It's that things can catch up, naturally. But I'm experimenting with a new format this time, which is where we stream only 1 round per, well, 1 match per round. I'm just gonna DM him.
That might be a good idea.
Because I can see all of his messages, but just want to make sure he has visibility of mine.
The game had really alive, like, ranked for a bit. And the weird that it dipped so heavy, so quickly even.
Yeah, I mean, you can still find matches, especially if you're using the Hearts of Blazing Discord. You can, like, organize for people to hop onto the rank queue. But
oh yeah, for sure.
It's still pretty dead, especially once you get to SS and Triple S. It can be very hard.
I feel like more games need to do what Tekken does, and that is don't lock people from playing lower end participants, but just don't award points to either. It's like it's just a match. Let people play.
Yeah, I mean, or ATC, they run events as well. The server's not, you know, the community's on that side of things has died down a little bit. But at the same time, it's kind of a slow week, I'm not going to lie. Of all the weeks for me to do all these announcements, you know, it's a very slow week for Granblue compared to all the other weeks, which have been just ridiculous. Alright. Well, I need to get this match moving, but apparently neither one of them can see each other.
Oh, that's disturbing.
You know what? I'm going to do 2 birds, 1 stone. I'm going to try and get them both to join my lobby.
You know what? That would actually be a good idea.
And then we can fill the dead time up with them playing as well.
Fill it up with a hopefully working setup.
Oh god, Snowman. That is not a vibe check that I'd like to follow. But at least you've been conditioned, you know? You're ready for the pain that is.
I can't imagine trying to play Samsho on ranked.
Yeah, no one can. Not many people can. The net play experience is not great.
I was there day 1, and the lobbies were broken. The ranked was pretty much dead. And getting anything going for that game was impossible. Oh my god. Nothing against Samsho, really good game, but it did not behave itself.
Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, the thing, I have my issues with that game as well. Just in, like, they're using a really powerful engine, but they still managed to make their game not look great. I feel like SNK just hasn't adapted very well to 2.5D, compared to a company like Axis, where their games look ridiculously stunning. Like, the new character has a cool design, but even the trailers, I'm not a fan of the visual design in Samsho, I'm honest.
It's still better than King of Fighters 14.
That's true. That's hard to argue with, though.
So, the way I see it, the jump from 14 to Samsho was good. So here's hoping the jump from Samsho and what they've learned there brings King of Fighters 15 to the forefront.
Not to mention that we obviously have the PC version coming relatively soon. You know, we've been saying that since November, but we have the PC version coming relatively soon. So with any luck, it'll look better on that. Maybe even have better net play, better matchmaking. Who knows? Maybe even better netcode. We can pray, we can wish. It's unlikely, but I have hopes for that. But it's also being released as an Epic Games exclusive now.
It's an Epic Game Store game.
Yeah, I mean, it was originally supposed to be, you know, all platforms, and then Google Stadia bought up the rights, and then after Google Stadia bought it up, now apparently Epic Games have bought it up, so, you know, you're really trying your fans, Samsho. You really are. I've been waiting since November, and you're throwing me through many loops.
I was talking to a game journalist friend who said something along the lines of the reason they're doing that is because, what's that game called? You know that one where they had like the all girls thing? I've completely forgotten that game name.
Dead or Alive?
No. The SNK one.
Oh, no clue then.
Oh, what was it called? Damn. SNK Heroines, there we go. Yeah, apparently that sold really badly on PC, on Steam. Apparently it got completely sent to the bottom of the queue. Nobody ever seen it. That's why they went Epic Game Store, because they don't believe their games get seen.
Unfortunately, it looks like Firemore can't find the brackets of this event. Well, none of the rooms in this event. And seeing as LeCoyboya can, it's clearly an issue on Firemore's side.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to DQ him.
Probably a router issue or a NAT issue.
Samsho looks interesting to me. I was really, excited for it. But I don't know. They've really tried everyone's patience, I feel. Ways now not responding, so I'm gonna go ahead and disqualify him. Unfortunate, because, you know, when stuff like this happens, obviously the attendee is gonna feel soured as well. But I have to keep the matches going. We're already way behind schedule because of it.
Samsho's an interesting game that one hit equals half your health. Easy. Like, Samsho is literally the punish game. Like, it's the most punishing game in terms of just the sheer... Because both players actually go in afraid of each other every single time.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same in a lot of games recently. It's been a bit of a trend.
You push one button.
You've got Samsho, and then you've got Granblue, and now we've got Strive, and... You know, I'm noticing a bit of a trend. Yeah, true, but I feel to a lesser extent. But regardless, damage has been very high in recent fighting game releases. You know, a lot of games are trying to push the envelope of being accessible, but this is a interesting trend that I've noticed. Yeah, Tag, I mean, Tag is a little bit older than the games that I'm trying to mention right now, but damage in that game is also ridiculously fast. Right, so...
Tag makes sense to me because it's a tag game. Like Marvel had high damage.
Yeah, so does Dragon Ball Fighters, games like that. The difference is that it's very...
The wrong cab, I think.
Oh, really? Fine. We can run after them. Clearly they're not professionals. I know that one of them plays Bubz though, so with any luck it'll be Bubz versus Vaseraga, so two big boys. Alright, there we go. Beelzebub versus Vaseraga. Hopefully you can get on in time, but regardless, we're going to be seeing, hopefully, a relatively quick match so we can continue with this bracket. It's been a little bit held up, but getting right into it. Vaseraga versus Beelzebub is a really interesting matchup because Bubz actually has some decent ways to deal with Vaseraga's armor, but only underneath certain situations. He needs his fireballs up. Nah, if he doesn't have fireballs, it's actually pretty bad, I guess. But 214H can do the job. Regardless, we have LeCoyboya winning early game, putting him into the corner, getting anti-aired though. No dive for you. Sizable chunk of his health getting spent there. Universal overhead, crushing the throw tech, and now this is looking very risky. He shouldn't be able to kill though, because Bub's damage is not phenomenal. Oh, it drops the conversion anyway. As if to silence me right there.
Nice overhead. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the Vaseraga was doing a good job at being patient, but if you're that patient, it's just a matter of time before you get thrown. One of SBA or just regular throw. Nice attempt at an anti-air again, but not succeeding this time. Zazou has found himself in the corner again.
Okay, that was a good anti-air. What's the plan?
Nice, taking him all the way to the corner, gets a far heavy.
Yeah, he
nice punish, but isn't dealing with the dive kick that well right now. Nice, good forward roll. Dealing with the projectiles pretty aptly right now. Nice, this time we're changing up his plan for the dive kick. Not trying to anti-air it, but just moving himself around so he doesn't have to deal with the plus frames afterwards. Getting hit this time though, failing with the anti-air again. Getting hit by the universal overhead. At least Bubz +1. Getting thrown. Uses SBA to counter the SBA. SBA, pardon. To counter the SBA. This isn't going to be dead, but one more touch will do it. He has armor as well, so he's probably going to go into stance now. There it is. Nice. This is how bringing him back down to earth and evening it up. 1-1. You know, kind of representing the C-rank gang, you know?
The C-rank gang, yeah.
I mean, Bubz and Vaseraga both feel like C-rank
I mean, I'm not
players
gonna
in the
lie,
grand scheme of the bracket, you know? But, you know, regardless, every character in this roster, as weak as they might seem in comparison to the rest of the roster, are really good characters. Like, if you compare them to the rest of the Granblue cast, they might seem, you know, dwindling or middling. But if you look at them, like, by themselves, all the characters in this game have swords and are very scary. Not to mention that Bubz and Vaseraga are all really cool. Are both really cool, pardon. So, reason enough for
like every character, regardless of where they might be on a tier list, has the options to deal with the most character stuff in some way.
Yeah, and the same... Wow, this is going to kill. Zazou taking the first round.
Yeah, that's going to hurt. Damn.
But regardless of if they have the tools to necessarily deal with situations, like certain characters really do feel like they don't have reliable enough or... You know, just tools period to deal with certain situations. Like, for example, Soros has a lack of a fireball game and a lack of a meterless reversal. But if all it takes in this game is 1 or 2 mistakes from the opponent for them to just be dead, no matter what character you're playing, 1 or 2 good touches in this game and you'll die.
True that.
If you message at Squid Guy on Discord, Benners, you should be able to get one. Nice. Good anti-air. Zazou's been doing a really good job at dealing with the dive kicks. Earlier on he was getting clipped by a couple of them, but during the start of the match he showed that he has a understanding of how to deal with it. But getting counter hit by the universal overhead, no conversion from the Bubz. Nice, swings the SSBA, is this going to hit? It is. Significant amount of damage and has one-touch situations again. Has the armor available to him. That's more than likely just going to go straight into stance. Oh no. Elected not to do it. Taking the plus frames from the dive kick. He's now sitting in the corner. Nice. Waited patiently for him to run up on his plus frames on the fireball. Zazou's now at match point. This was unexpected. LeCoyboya is a pretty good Beelzebub. Placed well in the first event. LeCoyboya and Jundo both only entered their first event, I believe, this Tuesday. So, it was the first time that we got to see them, but they both look pretty good. So Zazou really showing some strong Vaseraga play for us right now. He's really not dealing with the pressure all that well from Beelzebub. He's kind of just sitting there and enduring it.
Yeah, he's kind of just taking every overhead, for example. Oh, this is actually going to work out very well.
Oh, damn. Dive kick.
That was budgeting on a pixel then.
Well, regardless, we're now getting the Rosetta in the background to signify. This is now round point again. Either one of them can... Well, at the end of the day, LeCoyboya has not got a lot of room to play with. If he loses this round, he's into the loser's bracket. But Zazou, you know, even if he loses this one, he still has another match. Nice! Almost through the DP there. Nice, gets the jump in as well. It's going to hurt. Gets a knockdown. One more touch will do it. Empty jump throw, and then finishes him off with a fire heavy. LeCoyboya getting knocked down into losers, and so and it's Vaseraga taking the victory. Damn. The unknown player. Deadly. Alright, now let's get into this bracket and rush
Let's
in.
see if this has been...
And yeah, the match should be ready, you know. There's been enough time. Zazou versus Linkeiro. Alright, finally.
Nice, we're caught up.
Enough versus Deviants, round 2 losers. Damn. Really? Are they playing it already, Rixta, or can I ask them to wait up? Because that is definitely a streamable match. Regardless, that should be hype. I'm obviously going to root for my boy Deviants to end the Percival suffering, but Percival versus Catalina is not an easy matchup.
Oh, definitely not.
Percival went from being considered one of the worst characters in the game to being considered top 3 over the past few patches. Specifically in that matchup, a lot of what's gotten more reliable for Percival is his mid-range pressure, and a lot of what Catalina is based around is that mid-range pressure, but with Percival having slightly larger range, it actually results in Catalina kind of losing her edge in that matchup, especially because she lost her close range pressure now. She kind of is forced into a situation where she should try to play around that mid-range pressure, but Percival's really got a nasty game going on, especially because his jump-ins, etc., make it really hard for Catalina to just hold on to neutral as well as she used to. Oh, and have a good one, Stream Puff. Have a good nap, and we look forward to seeing you in 3 days, man. We're just waiting for Linkeiro now to make his way into the lobby. I'm going to drop him a DM. Also, just going to make sure what happened with Benners is resolved.
Oh yeah, the connection test.
Yeah. Now, the next matchup that we're going to be looking at is Zazou versus Linkeiro. Linkeiro is a pretty strong Lancelot player, but a lot of Lancelot players have actually moved away from Lancelot after the 1.3 changes, because he lost a lot of his unique identity. Well, there's 2 reasons, right? There are 2 reasons why you would have been playing Lancelot. You were playing Lancelot because you wanted to play the top, potentially the top 1 character, or you were playing Lancelot because you wanted, you really enjoyed his kind of fast, whooshy mix-up style. And both of those things have been taken away from him. So, a lot of people have ended up dropping Lancelot, but we saw the big event, the Masters Only event, just earlier this week, and there were still plenty of Lancelots. Not many of them made it, like, beyond top 8, I don't believe. But regardless, they're still showing that Lancelot has the source. Hey, Dragacex, thank you for the follow, man. And here we go, getting into it.
Alright.
We can get this back on track. Lancelot versus Vaseraga. So, again, don't judge Zazou by his C rank. Oh, thanks for the 1-bit, Rixta. Appreciate it, my man. But Linkeiro is no joke either. The only time we've seen him in online events, he's placed very, very well. Zazou a bit of a non-entity to me so far. I've never seen him play before, but showed us some good play against the Bubz. And this is making it look like he's a lot more comfortable with this matchup than he is with Bubz, you know? Matchup unfamiliarity is a very real thing, playing against characters like Vaseraga and Beelzebub. But the patience paying out for him this time. With the Bubz, he was kind of getting chipped away at, right? But defense there was actually paying out relatively well until he got caught by that overhead. Now, oh, never mind, drops. Getting called out with a mash straight away.
Not allowed to continue, damn, here we go.
Name switch. Ah, okay.
Oh, the scoreboard's wrong with that.
There you go. Yeah, Lance can 100% still rob just like that. Getting pinned between a rock and a hard place there.
Nice, gets the sweep in.
Nice.
Perfect range. Doesn't get a bit of what he wants.
I didn't even, I honestly wouldn't have thought that would have crushed that. I need to look into the attack levels out of stance for Vaseraga, I've now realized. But getting hit by the Wrecker, that causes the knockdown. Nice. Use the triangle jump to get the mix up there. It allows you to go for a delayed overhead. So, messes up any fuzzy blocking.
Zazou went for, but he got bullied for it right there.
Yeah, I mean, as the chat was saying, Lancelot can definitely still commit robberies. And we saw it. Plain and simple. Linkeiro making quick work of Zazou's Vaseraga there.
That was a good anti-air.
Yeah,
but
nah.
Towards the corner.
Not ideal, but all of the teleports are working out relatively well for him so far. Doesn't wait long enough after his mash to get the throw there. Now he's in the corner. Zazou doing a good job of standing back to catch the triangle jump, but doesn't get anything meaningful from it. It's now being taken all the way to the other corner. Gotta hold this mix-up. No real mix-up, goes straight low. But, you know, you still have no real tools to deal with Lancelot pressure. And as we're seeing...
Key setup.
Wrecker pressure is the best... Oh, there you go, classic Lance. Whiffing far at 5L, just out of range 50 times. But we're now at match point. Linkeiro takes the next round. He's going to take Zazou back down to losers.
Didn't notice we were playing Melty Blood down. Oh, the mash. Linkeiro looking very confident right now.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this matchup is relatively, it's very hard for Vaseraga to begin with.
Yeah.
But a player, oh nice, great use of you follow-up out of Stomp. But the teleports are connecting every single time right now. Zazou basically getting messed around with. Getting hit by close M, now underneath a mix-up. Getting hit by the fireball. Not sure what it was going for there, but there you go. Doesn't have armor, so loses to JH on the way down. And Linkeiro putting Zazou down to losers in arguably, well, inarguably I'd say, the most convincing match we've seen so far. Jesus Christ, chat's getting heated. Calm down, everyone. All the characters in this game are still really good. No one's going to downplay your character. No one's going to upplay your character. So next up, we are probably waiting on the winners' quarterfinals. We have match 94, which is Svampen against Benners, that we're going to go ahead and try and get into now. And these players are phenomenal, honestly. This is going to be a treat.
Oh, you're ahead of me on typing that.
Sorry about
that.
Force of habit.
Jay
Force of
gives
habit.
you one job. I'm just, you know, yeah, I know, right? Jay gives you one job. Failed to do the job because he's quicker typing. I can't even write stream today. Damn. It looks like connections are a bit funky today with lobbies at least.
It definitely seems like that's the case. I mean, it's easy to blame Steam, right? Steam and ISPs, they're taking the brunt force of all their hatred these days. But it makes sense. We've had Virgin Media completely blinking out lately. We've had Steam servers completely crashing lately. But, you know, they've obviously got to deal with a lot more traffic than usual. That makes sense.
The amount of people at home just playing games right now is insane.
Now, another character that has, you know, alongside Percival, who has risen exponentially through the tier list, being considered originally one of the worst characters, and now one of the best, is Zeta. And Zeta Vaseraga was always a pretty messed up matchup, but now I feel more so than ever, Zeta can really run her game plan on him, and it's hard for him to get it going. Because one of Zeta's best tools is her neutral control and the way how she has anti-zoning tools, right? And that specifically used to affect characters like Vaseraga, Luane, and Percival, who have their stocks and their food to try and force people to go in. So she can sit around doing lasers and doing spear to keep Vaseraga out without really ever giving him a chance to get armor up. If Vaseraga can get the armor up, though, it's still not the best. He has good shoulder charges, which can beat out a lot of Zeta's great pokes. But the stomps are dealt with really easily by Zeta with her 5-year. Not to mention, she can also do some funky side switches with SSBA, pardon. Waiting on Bennis to get in.
Yeah.
From my understanding, Zeta was very good at dealing with stance, or at least she definitely, that used to be the considered. Yeah, we're waiting for you.
Yeah, we need banners. Come on, boy. Svampen's dying beside an arcade cabinet. I'm worried.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a slow event, you know, so I can understand players feeling like they're dying right now. I mean, I say that, it's only an hour in and we're in winners' quarters. But there were a few hold-ups. This one could have been running even faster. Can we talk about the fact that I've got, like, hooves?
We can discuss the fact that you are literally wearing a bunny outfit with hooves.
Hey, I've got a coat on. That's okay. I've already got it on my shoulders, but counts.
I don't know if it does count, man. I don't know. And yeah,
I mean, you're the one playing Narmaya.
Fashionistas.
I mean, yeah.
Oh god, Narmaya.
Yeah, you're playing Narmaya. We've got Narmaya, Zeta, and random bunny girl number 1. We're gonna go with that.
Narmaya's my favorite design in Granblue. It just is. She just is. Yo, it's a banners.
Hey, did I? Oh, it's not free. They've already played this. Yeah, sorry about that, Bennett. We ended up streaming you instead because match 93 had already played their match.
Yeah.
Blame Paddu.
Time to commentate a Banners, the man who used to pot bust me every other weekend.
So he was playing Big Boys and Xrd as well, huh?
Yeah, he was a Potemkin player. Very good one at that, damn.
Oh, nice.
He does like his big boys.
Nice, using the spear to get right out of there. So, I mean, Zeta has very good options to have very low commit ways of keeping Vaseraga at bay, which is really hard for him to deal with. That 2U, though, is a menacing tool for any character to deal with. Getting the command throw out of the stance.
Okay,
There you go. Zeta going him up. Going for the meaty.
2U,
nice, solid amount of pressure.
Happening.
Oh, awkward. Now you're the one in the corner. Vaseraga getting his armor up as well, dealing with the laser pressure very well.
Nice.
There you go. Perfect example of how to deal with that. No conversion off of the 2Ls, though. Paddu's sighing right now. Oh, wow. Walks directly underneath of Vaseraga. That's the scariest thing to do. Vaseraga having access to JU. Misses the command throw, though. Getting the conversion this time. Just going for a regular old meter setup. No low pogo. No fuzzies. Nice. Fireball is into the shoulder charge. Beautiful call out. Using the fireballs to condition Svampen to go for the laser to try and deal with that. And then the second Svampen went for it, he'd already predicted that and went for the shoulder charge. Nice. Getting the command throw. Ben is in complete control of this match right now. Hey, welcome to Mirror.
Nice.
Welcome back to the chat. Yeah. Using stance H like that as Zeta really is not a great idea. Because any player that has a slight amount of awareness is just going to get a free punish for you with a 2H. And it's going to hurt, as we saw there. But yeah, welcome to Miri in the chat. It's nice to see you. Another Zeta representative. Yeah, I'm here for Svamp as well, man, but Benners is making swift work of him right now. Getting the close M to punish the follow-up out of the stance. All of the stances from Zeta are unarmored, all the follow-ups rather. Nice, jumping out of the command throw this time, finally getting his own offense running. Using spear, we're going to go for a safe jump here. Nice, we are. That's a Raga that really doesn't have the best tools to deal with low pogo. You're literally put into a guess, which is why I'm a bit shocked that we haven't been seeing that more out of time.
There's
But
the anti-air again.
yeah,
Here's this nice
that's
combo he
dead.
did the first time. There we go.
Zeta, you know, she has as much health as the rest of the cast, but it's middling in the face of Benners and his Vaseraga. You get that anti-air, it's going to be a lot of damage.
Run up buttons because you can't just block like in anime games. It's not a thing.
Nice.
Well, you can on Normaya if you do the sword trick, but
Pushing him slowly to the corner, walking out of the range of Far Heavy. Getting 2L. Again, using the spear to get out of there after the spot dodge. Svampen has good control of neutral right now, but he's going to have to convert that into some actual meaningful pressure and damage. Nice spot dodge with this. Oh, forces a whiff with the spot dodge, but now running his pressure, keeping him in the corner. Missed the conversion though. Vaseraga doesn't have the best Abari button, so and not ending up getting himself out of there until he hits that 2U. Nice. Ooh, dancing right out of that stance. Svampen's really struggling right now to get anything meaningful happening, and the air-to-air confirmed. Brilliant from Benners. Great awareness. Now with the armor, there you go. 5U, like I said earlier. Smoking that armor. You gotta watch your toes though, especially against Vaseraga. One more touch is gonna do it. You're at checkpoint. Damn, that was right on the edge of death. Ooh, Fireball beating out the EX Fireball from Laser beating out the EX Fireball pattern from Vaseraga. One touch is gonna do it and use a super. This should work. Nice.
Yep.
Svampen taking the round. Being very patient.
That was the correct decision at that point.
Yeah, for sure. Living on a prayer. If Vaseraga had, predicted that ahead of time, he could have done the stance U follow-up, which has infinite hits of armor, but even though you have armor, you still take reduced amounts of damage, you know? It's not like you can live forever for it.
The conversion, dropping it.
Nice.
Okay,
hits all the way to the corner.
Pushed into the corner.
Yeah, somehow Zeta ends up in the corner herself, but we'll ignore that. We're going to see low pogo here. Nah, just JL into throw. Keeping up the pressure this time, not letting Benners get away. The last thing you want in this matchup is to let Benners... Yeah, the air-to-airs have been phenomenal from Benners so far. Nice use of the stomp there to delay his air movement. Because obviously Zeta can use her M laser, and she can charge it for as long as she wants. That was a really risky stance there, holding out Benners. He could have eaten a 2H and died again. Nice, 2 hours out of the follow-up, so Benners losing that EX stomp. Coming up shortly though. Nice. Svampen watching his toes this time. Oh, having him swept down from underneath him.
Knows a bit of space is going a long way.
That isn't going to work. And that's going to be dead.
That should be a full punish, yeah.
Yeah, Svampen being impatient. One touch into SSBA. And Svampen into loses. Well, GG's Benners for, as ever, being a really, really convincing player. Svampen is no joke, though. Also a very solid Zeta player, so... Just a testament to how well Benners can play, just manage to play that matchup. Right, next up, I believe we have match 91, right? Yeah, 91, which should be Rixta. And Linkeiro. Damn, this is going to be a good one.
Hype to the 59 people even who are tuning in to watch this event.
Yeah, cheers everyone. It's really appreciated. And a lot of you are in the brackets right now, so let me know how you're doing. And I want to see how Enoch versus Deviants went. Is one of them... Deviant's my boy. No! Deviant's my boy! I was saying he knocked out Enoch, but then in the very next match against Gumius, he got knocked out.
Oh, damn.
It's all for naught. Neither one of the players from match 51 making it out of the losers bracket. All the way down there, we have Yamabiko facing off against Gumius as well. Yamabiko is a low-aim player. I believe she might be picking up Ferry, but that's neither here nor there. Paddu against Benners is our first winners semis match, though.
Picking up Ferry, though.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you've kind of got to accept that if you're playing the game seriously, I don't think Arc System Works is taking your character that seriously. So it might be time to look towards other avenues. And Ferry, you know, she has a lot of the same set play situations going on. So it seems like a relatively normal transition, I guess. The other option would be characters like Zoe. But Zoe not having a reliable reversal and having some issues with her movement speed means that she's like Luane Light. She's good, and she has really nasty setups, but she's still missing a couple of things. Here we go, Rixta against Linkeiro.
We've got Rixta in the lobby, and Linkeiro's coming out.
If there's two characters that Rixta hates, it's Lancelot and Charlotta. So it should be interesting. I mean, the only time that I think I've ever seen Rixta lose Grand Finals is against Venom's Bubz and Kingston's Lancelot. I think those are the only times I've ever seen him lose. And I know that Linkeiro is a similarly very powerful Lancelot player, so we'll see how this goes.
Ferry versus Lancelot.
You haven't played SanyaChan, Paddu? I went ahead and streamed another Losers Quarters match because I noticed that you guys had already played. Do you want to contact SanyaChan for me, Paddu? Let me know what's going on.
Yeah, you're gonna have to contact them and see what the business is.
Because I should be able to edit it if he didn't mean to, and you guys could play off stream. Oh right, okay, so he just DQ'd himself.
Start for Rixta here.
Yeah, honestly, dealing with the round start very well. I know that he tends to go for far heavy against Lancelot, because it beats out a lot of Lancelot's options, aside from Lancelot to you. But if you're calling that out, you usually walk backwards and to you, which is a good round start. Nice! Great air-to-air! Getting the knockdown, now you're full screen. The opposite of where Lancelot wants to be, especially after the patch, where Lancelot's fireballs now aren't covering full screen, and the startup of his 668 is much worse. He actually missed the SSBA there, and as a result, Rixta whiffed his DP to try and beat it out. Getting the punish, and now this is anyone's game. That, my folks, who, you know, everyone arguing about about Lancelot earlier, that is called a Lancelot robbery. That right there, that's a robbery.
That's daylight robbery, damn. It's even worse.
Oh, Rixta now trying to control the chaos again, getting anti-air, and Lancelot misses the anti-air confirm. His anti-air confirms, as of last patch, have changed though. Growing pains, yeah, 668, slower startup now. Getting punished, but not meaningfully. And now, Lancelot running his pressure.
Rixta's still stuck in this corner.
Getting hit for the second time by teleport. This shouldn't be dead, even though it is Ferry. Actually, this could be dead, considering it is Ferry.
It might be dead, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Linkeiro taking the first round. Well, Rixta's probably going to take a moment. Try and compose himself so that he doesn't get knocked into the losers bracket. But that was a classic example of a Lance robbery right there. That first round, I'm sure it's very hard to keep your mental in check, you know, after something like that happens.
Can't believe Rixta just got payday 2'd.
Yeah, I mean, if he resets his mental, though, we know that Rixta's a phenomenal player, so he could be able to take this, but again, Linkeiro's no joke himself. Full screen is definitely not an area that Lancelot wants to be sitting in anymore. With the fireball changes, along with the 668 changes, it's just not the best place. Wow, getting the anti-air again. This is going to take him pretty much at the corner.
Nice side switch.
Yeah, use the 5U to keep him towards the corner. The throw tech from Rixta, but still going into pressure. Mashing his way out of the record pressure, that's good. Now we're back to neutral again. Punishing the poor 668 again. Damn, that is super unfortunate.
Ooh.
Linkeiro's gotten away with every single teleport so far, making great use of that tool. And 668 this time is going to be killed.
That's going to be round.
When you're sitting at full screen, it's not ideal, but a little bit further forwards, you know? Like 70% of the screen like that. 668 is still a menace.
Okay, Rixta possibly...
Yeah, I mean, we're at match point right now. We could be seeing Rixta going into losers.
Trouble. Yeah.
Linkeiro is no joke, I mean...
That's not normal, but Linkeiro's showing the skill he's got with
Yeah, Lancelot.
Right,
Even post-patch, you know? Lots of people dropped him, but Linkeiro, being a character loyalist, showing us exactly why this character's still no joke. Rixta keeping him at bay, though, not wanting to pull him in. Risking the teleport again. Keep him full screen, like that, yes. Using the 2M. You can control the chaos, it's gonna be positive, but this should actually be... Okay, that should be dead. No! Wow, I thought he would have landed in the GG. Lance escaping with the SSBA, barely. Getting anti-ed with the DP though. Now one touch is going to do it. And there it is. Brilliant.
Okay,
I mean, that's a brilliant example of Rixta being very aware, waiting for him to go for something like Fireball. I'm pretty sure that he would have reacted with Fire Heavy if Lancelot went for 666 as well. Nice. Pulling him in this time, risking it. But there you go, there's the OS.
Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an OS that he doesn't tend to go for. He tends to react to it instead. But using it at that time, not getting smoked by the teleport like we saw just a moment ago. Getting the head by JH, but has ended up in the corner. This is not ideal. Now you got hit, so you have to take this full setup again. Wow, getting hit twice.
All right, Rixta on the board.
Name a more iconic combo than Lancelot and refusing to block. But you know, it costs him, and now it's just as quickly as it was looking pretty much unwinnable for Rixta. It's tied up.
Rixta getting his game on now. Here we go.
Nice.
The confidence is there.
And they're going for the OS again. Beautiful. Straight into the corner. It's looking better, right, Gibbs?
This is looking very Rixta now, dude. This is it.
He's in control. He's got the read.
I'm not knocking Linkeiro's play. Amazing player, but Rixta...
He's got the download going right now. Linkeiro's going to have to change something up.
Yep, here we go. The train is beginning.
Getting hit by low. Getting us 7 golden letters, and unless Linkeiro learns how to do the hidden Discord tech of blocking, this is going to continue to look like a wash. Rixta swinging this back in his favor. Linkeiro, though, we saw how dominant he was in the first round. If we see a little bit more of that, we could just easily be seeing Rixta lose his momentum. And a matchup like this is very momentum-based, so...
Yeah, things change at the drop of a hat.
Nice! Good adaptation from Linkeiro there. Still using the teleport, but slow falling and getting the JH air to air. Get rid of the GG below. Good conversion. This is going to be dead.
The pace changes, so...
Yeah, the momentum's floating all the way back in Linkeiro's favor, but doesn't necessarily have the tools to make this Oki that meaningful right now. Just going to go for regular pressure. Air to airs with JH. Goes to the teleport. Slow fall JH. Rixta, you know, he's mashed his way out of the corner, but nice. Good conversion.
Oh, wow.
Right into the SSBA. Yeah. Now it's anyone's game. Rixta has GG ready. Might elect to spend it here. Regardless, he's in the corner right now, so still not ideal. But getting the... Oh, wow. Never mind, not dead. Getting hit by the 2-hit. Oh, there we go. A bar rate, far light. It's a 7-frame button, but you still got to watch for it, man. Rixta taking that back from the jaws of defeat. That was looking incredibly scary, but in between matches, you know, he took a moment. Let himself reset after the robbery that was round 1. Linkeiro, solid play though. Best Lancelot I've seen in a long time. Especially post-patch, because a lot of Lancelots have dropped the character, so it's refreshing to see people still playing Lance.
That could have gone either way.
Right, so we've got Paddu in the lobby, waiting for his match. It's going to be Paddu against Benners. Classic.
Oh, snap.
The original, the player who's still sticking with Vaseraga against the fake Vaseraga fan. Paddu was originally another phenomenal Vaseraga player, but moved over to Metera, and that's probably going to be the matchup that we're going to see today. We've also seen these players playing in events against each other pretty much all the time, because they're both constantly joining online events these days, which is refreshing to see, you know. We've got regulars at this point.
They're both just literally everything.
Alright, let's have a look. Never mind. I was going to go and have a look at Deviant's message, but it's just insulting about him losing. Chat today's wild. We've got a lot of people being
Got
being
some
little,
animals,
yeah, we'll go with animals. People
got some
arguing
lo-
over
we've got
character
some
balance, you
friendly-
know, and opinions.
We've
But,
got
you know,
some friendly animals over here.
it's interesting, you know, it's a change of pace. Usually the chat's pretty tame, but this time less so.
I'm going with friendly animals. It sounds good.
I mean, at the end of the day, these sorts of discussions are what fuel
Metera.
character growth and player development, so I'm not against it at all.
Yeah, it's true.
What is semis? Alright. Paddu against Vaseraga Benners. This is a really hard one to
Just
call.
remember that Catalina is bottom one.
Battle 1.
Yeah, very true.
We're going there.
Very true. But if I had to put money on who was going to win this, it's probably going to be Paddu. But we've seen Benners. You can never, ever write him out. Once he gets going, he has great matchup experience, great matchup experience, pardon. Great matchup awareness of what he's supposed to do in all these matchups, and he has the execution to back it up. Having the self-discipline to play in situations like this, you know, where, you know, you see matchups like Ferry and Metera as pretty rough for a character like Vaseraga. But
Yeah,
Benners
dude.
has made them look not even that one-sided in the past, but this should be dead. Oh, might survive with a sliver, actually, yeah, nice. Regardless, you're at chip point now, so you can't even take a single arrow. Speaking of, Paddu taking the first round. This matchup's hard though, so that's why my money's on Paddu. Oh, nice, gets the 2U. Sweeping Paddu's legs from out from underneath him. Now, Metera, with that bad defense, is going to have to hold all this pressure.
Nice. Gets the command grab. Here we go.
Going to the corner, gets the armor up. Benners continuing with the
Ooh.
pressure. Nice, gets the stomp straight through the up arrow. Continuing just basic pressure so far. Metera escaping the corner, and now you've got to hold it.
Yeah, now he's got to be more careful.
Paddu backing himself up, now going for regular or pressure. But manages to get a few scrambly hits there.
He tried to throw. Again?
Yeah, baits out the throw tech with the Zeta. That one was just a complete whiff, but Paddu not punishing either of them that severely.
Side switch, technically, thanks to that particular spacing.
Damn, Paddu ending the first match. Relatively quickly, but not that convincingly, if I'm honest. It wasn't like it was a complete wash, for example, in the match when we saw Paddu earlier. There were some signs of life of Benners. Well, let's see if he can turn it on. Swing this matchup back around. All it really takes is one good shoulder charge, or one good jump in like that. All of a sudden you're playing Vaseraga's game. But this time, don't let her escape the corner. Nice.
Yeah, Benners can keep Paddu in the corner.
I mean, there we go.
Yeah, like
Thank
that.
you, Benners,
Like
for
that.
displaying what I was on about.
You have legitimately given us the example.
Nice. Smashing out the poor meaty setup there. Oh, wow. Stomp winning there. Nice.
Yeah, jump over. Yeah, good.
But he's ended up walking his way into the
correct
corner.
side.
Nice and
Yeah.
slow. Ah, throw whiffing though. And it's trying to take back his turn, but it's getting hit by the overhead. Getting looped now. We're going to see Butterfly set up. Ah, blocks the low. Nice. Not sure if he's fuzzy blocking right now or if he's just reacted well there.
Okay,
Shoulder
one,
charge
two.
hit really awkwardly, so it took him out of the corner, but yeah. He was going for close M, which is a frame chat there, but there's no way to OS that to make it safe. Nice. Good awareness from Paddu, knowing that he's not in armor right now. You're not going to get away with any Vaseraga tricks against the next Vaseraga player. Matchup inexperience is not the... Because when you're playing characters like Vaseraga, matchup inexperience is a real benefit of playing low tiers. But when the opposing player also played that character, you lose that advantage. Especially against a lab monkey like Paddu. But it doesn't matter if you're a lab monkey. If you're in the corner as Metera against Vaseraga, doesn't matter who you are. It's scary stuff. As I say that, he just, you know, casually walks his way out of the corner. Ooh.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that isn't going to work.
No.
Nice. Getting the stomp.
Hanging on here. Let's see if he can pull something out.
Oh,
of
nice.
the
This
bag.
should be a bait.
That should be safe enough.
Yeah. Hard to punish unless you use the spot dodge or forward roll. Could end up costing Bennis. Match point right now. Whiffs the command throw, but it's still alive. Whiffs the command throw a second time, but it's still alive. It's now at chip point. One touch is going to do it. Swamp gets blocked and gets killed by the fire rail. Damn, Paddu taking it, but Bennis keeping that very close. Keeping me on the edge of my seat. And, you know, Metera blessing him with a little kiss. You know, a kiss and a pat on the back as he sends him into losers. Alright, so now we're going to go over to our second winner's semis match, which is Rixta against TheoryFighter. Two classics.
Oh, snap.
Now, for those of you that don't know, one of our...
TheoryFighter play a game since plays Blue Tag, in fact.
He's playing Ladiva in this game, and he's probably one of, if not the best Ladiva in EU right now, in my honest opinion. He took a bit of a break lately, so it's been a while since we've seen him play, but at the same time, this matchup is as old as HAB in terms of Granblue. I believe in the very first tournament we saw these two players playing against each other. And again, two players that play against each other in casuals quite a lot, so it's always a really fun matchup. Rixta claims that TheoryFighter is the only Ladiva that actually plays the Ferry Ladiva matchup correctly. And I can vouch for that because I've seen them play, and I've also watched a lot of the content that TheoryFighter's put out. Shoutouts to TheoryFighter as well, he's made some great content over the years.
Yeah, he has, he's a good dude. There's Ladiva.
Now that there are more of you in the chat, just going to take another moment to shout out this event. Conqueror of the Eternals is going to be a 16-man invitational event. It's going to be sick. So, check out the match arena. Use the code... This code, I'm putting it in the chat now. If you want to be able to contribute to the winners pool. The winner of this event is going to take £20, along with the rest of the crowdfunded pot, so... You know, a pretty sizable amount, hopefully. It should be a really fun event. I'm looking forward to announcing all of the players over the next 2 weeks. Obviously, there's 16 days, 16 characters, but every single day, I'm going to be announcing one of the players and the character that they're representing over on my Twitter. So, if you're interested, drop me a follow.
Yeah, make sure to follow his channel and his Twitter and everything else, in fact. He does more work than you guys know.
Yeah, but I'm not going to take credit.
His butt off.
Hey Hiari, thanks for the follow, man. I hope to hear from you soon. I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, Hiari here. Nice. That's a homie.
Oh, there we go. TheoryFighter against Rixta, I believe. Yeah, never seen. Damn, that's a lot of follows. What's going on? Thank you to Hiari, Robo, Slimmy, Walker, and Venom, apparently, for the follows. Shocking that you're not already followed, Venom, but...
Believe in victory. Battle.
Rixta against Ferry, again. Very classic matchup here. This matchup, you know, no fun for Ladiva whatsoever, but if there's one player who knows how to play Ladiva in this matchup, it's TheoryFighter. Getting off to a really good start. Using the anti-air command throw to get this Oki. Nice!
Go in this corner now.
All the way to the corner, blocking that DP. No DP available, and there you go.
Already?
Doji knows how to play the matchup.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of hyped for this now because I haven't seen TheoryFighter play in this game yet.
He's phenomenal. He really is.
But the man has
nice.
understanding of many games, so this ought to be good.
Good use of JHZ to counter the whip. A lot of Ferry's normals actually had their attack levels reduced, which makes it a lot easier for Ladiva to counter them. Especially the most notable one is 2U, as Ladiva can now use 2M and 2U to pretty much crush it entirely. Please focus game. The game should be focused, lads. But I'll try tapping out and tapping back in.
Ooh.
Alright. Good to know.
These two rocking the same color palette too, damn.
Hey, Lives, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. How'd your match go in the tournament? I saw you were signed up this week. Nice. Rixta, again, showing that this matchup is messed up. Ignore the first round. But at the end of the day, with a matchup like this, a grappler against a zoner, all it takes is the TheoryFighter and Ladiva making the right neutral call once, just like this, and all of a sudden he's in, running his mix-up. Getting the guess wrong with the headbutt, but then TheoryFighter getting the SBD.
Okay, DP.
Nice, back to mid-stream.
I see how it is.
So the Laz is back to the corner though, so there's only one way to walk. It's forwards. TheoryFighter's gonna have to do some work to get back in, but if he does, this should be a dead Ferry. Nice. Going for the RPS here. Rixta being a bit tentative there, getting the low, but not getting any confirm off of it.
TheoryFighter being careful now.
Ah, you
all
missed the
good
DG lives.
Nice roll. Oh, the punish though.
Nice. Baits the DP. This should be dead. Theory taking the first match. All the Ladiva down players and all the Ferry haters, you know?
Booted.
Finally getting shown what this matchup could look like.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Here we go again.
Nice. Rixta being a little bit more aggressive this time, throwing out a lot more hitboxes. But regardless, TheoryFighter has managed to muscle his way in. Nice. Getting anti-jump into SPD. You're in the blender now. Ooh. Interesting 2H. Not getting anywhere though. But TheoryFighter now has us back to the corner, and this is not where you want to be as the Diva. Because even a trade like that, that still favors Ferry in this situation.
Okay.
You have to be scared though, as the Ferry, because now Lariat or Super could result in the end of you. Nice. Rixta just keeping his spacing, walking himself backwards. GG, bringing TheoryFighter back down to earth. Being very patient right now, you know? No neutral skips being thrown out, no supers, no Lariat, just slowly walking his way in. You know, with an understanding that Rixta is going to be looking for those options.
Yeah.
Just being very patient.
And now Rixta
Nice!
in the corner.
Air-to-air throw! One more touch could end up being dead now. Universal overhead gets blocked, jumps out of the super, now you have to hold this corner. Rixta again being very patient, not watching your toes, gets hit by the 2U. And now you have to not block every single anime mix-up. Doesn't get the full conversion, but gets hit by the overhead, and Rixta taking the round. Nice. Rixta keeping himself alive. I mean, that was a very, very intense, slow, intentional round from both of those players. It's wonderful to see.
Here we go. We got the OS. Pick up.
Nice. Gets a throw conversion.
Yo.
Rixta's got those optimals. Oh, not quite, but regardless, it's now going straight into install again. One more touch could do it. Gets the overhead, doesn't fully convert though. Gets hit by the 2U, that's going to be install done. Never mind. DPs it back to the corner. TheoryFighter has got a mountain to climb now. And getting killed by the fire ram. It's evened up. Rixta bring it back to 1-1. Well, there you go. That's how the matchup can also look for the Ferries. Rixta and Ferry both showing us what this matchup can look like. Very brutal one way or the other. There are no prisoners in this matchup, that's for sure. Only just one very tattered corpse. Nice, good conversion. Getting the knockdown, frame kills into SPD. Oh wow, gets hit by the overhead. One more touch is going to end up doing it. DP, there we go. There we go, gets pulled in. This is risky. Gets the call right though. And now, drops the conversion, but Ladiva has her back to the corner. That was incredibly risky though, because either one of those players could have died there from the GG. Misses the 2U, but gets the scramble afterwards. Now you're back to full screen. Nice. Heavy to beat out that air jump in. TheoryFighter, you know, he had a lot of success early on with the jump ins to punish the buttons, but Rixta's adapted pretty well.
If there's one thing I've learned about Rixta from like even the 6 weeks I run, he adapts on the fly.
Yeah,
like,
he adapts incredibly quickly.
He'll play one match, and then the next one will be intense.
Nice. Doesn't work. The reason why that doesn't work is because whilst that super has projectile and Vuln, Ferry's projectile is actually a level 2 projectile because it beats out other fireballs. So it smokes Ladiva super. But, you know, that's what ends up happening, you know. Try to neutral skip, you get punished for it. And similarly, if you try to use a DP to get that pressure off, you get punished for it. Rixta's got a long mountain to climb, but has positional advantage as Ferry, so anything's possible. Close heavy, but gets caught by the fire ram.
Yeah.
TheoryFighter bringing it to
Okay.
match point.
Anyone,
Really
anyone's
is.
round now.
Battle 3. Engage.
Nice. Good use of the JU there.
I agree. And again.
Rixta having complete control of this round so far. Using DP to
Yeah,
punish that whiff there. But, and again, that situation favors Ferry for sure. Keeping the positional advantage, you know. Really important in this matchup. Ladiva slowly approaching, but getting brought in right now. Full conversion this time.
Oh, here we go.
Full screen, one touch is gonna do it. Slowly,
Anything for Rixta right now.
slowly
Anything.
walking, you know. Ah, doesn't convert the far heavy into the whip. It's a very hard hit confirm to do, in fairness. There you go. Ferry
Hard
showing a little bit of signs of impatience. You know, we saw him originally walking very slowly towards Rixta, but the second he runs, he gets his toes chopped off. Rixta moving on into the winners finals. Damn.
That's a place we've seen him many a time at this point.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, that was probably one of the closest calls we've had. But at the same time, we say that, but then Linkeiro gave him a run for his money as well. This has not been a
That's true,
easy
yeah.
path to the winners finals this time. Let's go and have a look at our bracket, though. See how the rest of the matches have been going. Been a while since I've had a look at it, to be honest. Alright, so in our winners finals, it's going to be Rixta against Paddu. A classic. Was talking about those two as a matchup earlier. It's going to be our first match of top 3. But let's go and have a look at losers. We have SanyaChan against Svampen. And Linkeiro versus Swepei. All phenomenal players. This is going to be a really good top 8. We're going to try and get SanyaChan and Svampen in first. We actually saw this exact match last week, which is one of the issues with this event, is that at this point, we have lots of top players. Our top 8s are actually starting to kind of repeat themselves. I need to work on my outreach, getting some new juicy players in. Oh, Sanya DQ'd. Yeah, that's true. I think Sanya actually DQ'd. But never mind. I'll give him a second. But in which case, it would end up being the loser of this match, because he hasn't actually reported yet. It's going to be TheoryFighter against Svampen. There we go, just reported now. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and move this forward now, because I'm pretty sure that he did DQ.
Alright.
But, with that said, I'm going to go over to Linkeiro and Swepei instead. Catch up.
Oh wait, SanyaChan's in the lobby.
Yeah, oh, wait, what?
Yeah, he
Oh, they're playing right now.
out of nowhere.
Okay, well, before I change this match result, which I can right now.
Zeta.
Yeah.
Match report scores. No, oh, wow, I'll just wait. I can change it regardless of who wins here. That's not a problem.
You just click the next option over on that one.
Victory.
Ah, it doesn't really matter either way.
Engage.
Yeah, you can change it any way you want. All good.
Alright, sorry
Yeah,
about the
SanyaChan out of
start of
nowhere.
the match being missed, but here we go. Little bit of a miscommunication earlier. Got told that SanyaChan DQ'd.
Obviously not. Damn.
Clearly not. I mean, he's here.
Clearly not.
He's living,
It's a
he's breathing.
SanyaChan playing
He's
a-
getting beaten up by Zeta. One of Charlotta's worst matchups historically. We're having more technical
Wow.
difficulties. Oh, wow, yeah. Okay, that's a Zeta round at the end of the day. Especially in a matchup like this. Zeta actually has great OSs against, pretty much most of Charlotta's offensive and defensive options. And on top of that, has really incredible neutral control and great ways to shut down a lot of Charlotta's neutral options. So this matchup can look very one-sided. But as we're seeing right now, once you're in defense against Charlotta as Zeta, it's not easy. It's not fun. Having, some of the worst defense in the game against a character like Charlotta, that can be very oppressive. Definitely not for everyone, but no significant punish coming off of the DP there. Gonna see low pogo? Nah, just a failed me. This is gonna hurt. That's dead.
Is it dead?
Yeah. Honestly,
Oh, damn.
yeah, you can't underestimate the gremlin, man. The gremlin hurts.
Potato damage right there.
What's up, Lele? I mean, speaking of dumb SSBAs, it was also a dumb decision by Svampen to not go for a low pogo there. He doesn't tend to elect to go for pogo, okay? Going for the medium to the universal overhead meant that he got smoked by the SSBA, but having good control over neutral right now. Blocks the
Sideswipe.
demon flip.
That's right.
He's keeping himself space from Charlotta, but runs in with a 2M. 2M being one of the best pokes in the game at this point. Nice, good
There we go,
anti-air.
the anti-air.
Full conversion, we're going to see low
Solid
pogo.
confirm into the corner.
No, we're not. Getting punished for the...
there, or flash kick even.
There's the full conversion. But 2M clashes, but the Charlotta wins it out. Post clash goes into SSBA. One more touch will do it. Has all cooldowns. Wow, Zeta has all cooldowns and SBA though. So you gotta watch out for that reversal. Getting caught though. Not
Oh,
dead,
that was wild.
but punishes
Oh
the
my
2M with the DP. Jesus Christ. SanyaChan taking the first
I
round.
wasn't ready for the run up to you DP mix up then.
I mean, I don't think anyone was. That was unexpected as hell. I was also not expecting Zeta to live the EX hands. So it was a complete emotional roller coaster for me. There we go,
Yeah, that made
nice.
me laugh too. That was
Finally going for low
actually-
pogo, and it instantly pays off. Both rounds that Svampen is looking to win so far have been rounds where he goes for low pogo. SanyaChan clearly not able to deal with it that well. Getting DP'd. Using back roll there though. So now we're back towards mid-screen. But this is looking scarier and scarier for Zeta. Nice, SBA, that's going to punish that. Not dead, but getting pretty close. Demon flip gets caught by the
okay.
overhead. EX hands are at chip point. Avoids the DP, but you're still at chip point. Doesn't block the blanket bullet, whiffs, but SSBA is the universal overhead that's dead. Whew. Another very, you know, effective roller coaster around. We saw them last week, but it was nothing like this. Good confirm from Farlight. There you go. Uses low pogo. It's a safe jump.
Good protect. Here we go. Push for
The pressure going. Loses the
SanyaChan.
clash. Yeah, not ideal. Sanya now has his offense going. Likes to use random DP there. Not sure why, but loses him his turn. There you go. Safe meaty. Nice. Good confirm. Fire him straight into the super. It's not actually that easy to punish a lot of Charlotta's, supers, but Svampen showing he has the knowledge there. Evening it up to 1-1. Let's go, Gibbs.
Yeah, boy. Actually, I personally think that Charlotte is a really good character in this game. And
Yeah,
I've
she is.
stood by that since the beta.
She's still a great
Like-
character. At the end of the day, I honestly
It's
feel like...
potato, but does the work.
Yeah, true. I feel like most of the characters in this game are good, though. I mean, we're seeing characters
I
like
was
Zeta who
afraid
used to
of,
be
like-
considered low tier, now top 3, argued by a lot of players.
I was worried when I first seen her about like, because obviously small characters usually have smaller hitboxes or
I mean, one
stubby
example
normals.
One example of that being impactful, though, is that Zeta has a L cancel fuzzy that the only character in the game that doesn't work on is Charlotta because she's so small.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
To be honest, she's
Oh,
really not
damn,
that
that's gonna hurt.
badly done. Oh boy.
No full animation because it was just a whiff punish, but this is still gonna... No, not be dead. Doesn't have the
That's
blanket ball there
why.
to convert into. And now you have to try and get in against Zeta. This is an
Sanya
easy,
Chan.
good SBA to punish the blanket ball.
Oh.
This is a really back and forth match between Svampen and SanyaChan so far.
Battle 2. Engage.
Svampen
Did you
is
get the
sick.
flash kick?
You're right, but SanyaChan's also making so many improvements. Every week you see him play, he seems like a different player at this point. Nice, non-count it, non...
If SanyaChan had done EX flash kick,
Oh, that's gonna
would
hurt.
have gone through. Unfortunately, it's not worked out for him, and here we go now. Svampen
Misses the
with
full conversion into super, but gets the 2L.
Ooh.
Anyways, Svampen taking it 2-1. Sending SanyaChan out of the event. It's always tragic because I swear to God, SanyaChan always makes it to top 8. but never manages to
Yeah.
get past that, and it's tragic, man. It really is. Regardless, phenomenal set. Probably going to highlight that one. So our next match is going to be the original one, the one that we wanted, which is Linkeiro versus Swepei. Wow.
Ooh, snap.
I have to change
Another
it back.
shot.
Aha, SanyaChan did win. That's it. I was right the entire time. I was never wrong. Oh no, I have it listed as SanyaChan because I switched it back over.
Yeah, you need to change it again.
God damn. Svampen taking the win though.
Charlotta.
And now, another Charlotta against Linkeiro's Lancelot.
Alright, here we go.
Got the Luane music rocking. A very controversial track. Some people hate it, some people love it. But Luane track plus this map, I vibe with it.
I mean, this map, this stage with this song literally fits with how much fun people are having.
I mean, this is going to be
the vibe of Luane.
This is the two resident, you know, everyone's favorite blue sniffing gremlins playing against one another. The two more Unga characters in the game. Let's see whose Unga's going to stick. Wow, Jesus Christ, speaking of, getting the parry on the fireball, phenomenal choice there.
I'm gonna believe in potatoes.
I'm going to believe in Lance. Linkeiro's a phenomenal player. And, you know, we just saw one shot of lose. I think are they using the same color? I don't think so, actually.
Not quite now, but I think it's supposed to be. It's just because obviously Charlotta's got a dress on.
Oh, gets the back throw, but then forward rolls. Interesting choice. Probably a meaty setup of some sort, to be honest. Gets the jump in. Lance 2H not quite working in time. Nice counter hit confirmed there from Charlotta. This is going very close. Both of them using their reversals very haphazardly. Two throws in a row. Yeah, fails there. He was trying to push Charlotta out of the fireball with 5U and then go for the throw. But he failed the 5U, so. Still ends up taking the round though, so. Hard to complain.
Oh, protect start. Okay. EX knockdown, what's the plan?
Oh, damn, this isn't ideal. You just put yourself in the corner.
Oh.
Charlotta getting a full punish here. Going for the reset with Demon Flip there. Interesting choice. It's ended up with Charlotta being cornered, but slowly walking herself out of it. Throws the spot dodge.
Towards the corner.
They should be dead.
We're gonna get the roll? Yes, we are.
Thank you for the follow, my man. It's appreciated. And Swepei, evening it up. I think this is the first time that I've actually caught Swepei on stream, if I'm honest. That was interesting. With Blankable into an attempt to throw. Not succeeding, but you've got to tip your hat to the ingenuity of the players. That right there is a meaty setup, the Blankable. It's a really cool one as well. Catches a lot of people off guard. Nice, getting the full conversion.
Roll.
We're going to see another reset. We are getting the meaty hair. That's going to hurt. And what's just going to do it, but you have no cooldowns. Now you, you know, pesky Lance, you put him in the corner, and what's the first thing he does? Escape it. SSBA, is this going to punish? Nah. But at the same time, hard to punish unless you use a reversal of your own. Pretty much the only way to reliably punish Lance SSBA. Lance putting himself in the corner. Using medium hands, and there you go, gets the frame trap. That's +4. No, +1, pardon. But also, there seems to be... Yeah, taking the first match. There appears to be a weird bug going on where when characters are crouching, you're not supposed to get increased block stun, right? But with Charlotta's hands, specifically 214M, she actually gets additional block stun. I'm not sure if it's like intended specifically for that move or if it's just an unintended bug, but that is a thing.
Like, that sounds move specific. Maybe.
No, I mean it's universal. It's on everyone, but she's the only character in the game that has that. So it's hard to tell if it was intended or just a bug. Regardless, Swepei being very dominant this round.
Possible set point.
Hey man, with characters like Percival, Djeeta, Catalina is no longer the top dog Shoto. Gran arguably being top 1, right alongside him, Percival. Linkeiro getting a lot of pressure, but both of them using their 2-2-H there. Resulted in Linkeiro in the corner though. He's got a long way to come back.
I did wonder who was actually going to get the first damage there, because I went on for like an easy 6 seconds worth of just nothing, except for jumping in and out.
Nice, getting him into the corner. This is going to be dead, but one more situation from the demon flip, and we could see it. Never mind, both of them just, you know, appreciating each other. We're both stupid characters.
Much respect over here.
Oh, there you go. Punish the Blanca Ball with SSBA. This is going to be dead, but Lancelot. One more mix-up situation. Oh, perfect.
Oh, that was a really good shot.
Yeah. Jumps up, air blocks the teleport. And takes it. Swepei taking Linkeiro out of the tournament. I mean, we started this event off by watching Linkeiro versus Rixta, right? And that looked almost like Linkeiro was going to take Rixta down to losers, but now we see the end of his run. Which also means that we did have 2 Charlottas in top 8, which is rare, if I'm honest. Don't see that very often.
2 Charlottas, damn.
TheoryFighter versus Svampen is our next match, though.
Ooh.
And I'd just like to take a moment to thank absolutely everyone who's in the chat right now. Viewership's back up. Good times. But Svampen against Ladiva. This matchup is screwed up. Because if Ladiva gets in, there really isn't a whole lot that you can do as Zeta. I mean, you basically just got to take the guess right on the SPD mix-ups. But that's not the easiest thing to do, especially against a player like TheoryFighter. Because we talked about how fast Rixta adapts, right? I feel like the same thing can be said for TheoryFighter, if I'm honest.
Ladiva versus Zeta.
Okay, so 2 players I know.
Both phenomenal players. We've seen them both in this tournament already.
Seen them through multiple games, and it's been fun watching them play this, to be honest. I got to see Svampen play last week. Going to see her play again.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, with Zeta rising through the tier list in public opinion, and I've got a few hidden pieces of information, but I know there are some dangerous people picking up Zeta and making her look 10 times more broken than anyone has been so far. So keep your eyes on Zeta players, is all I'm saying. Zeta's definitely a character to watch in the coming weeks.
Somebody give me the tech, damn.
I mean, yeah, I'm being leaked the tech all the time. I picked up a hitbox recently, otherwise I'd be playing Zeta right now. Like, trying to adapt to hitbox and moving back to Zeta from Catalina, you know, it's a bit much. So I'm sticking with Catalina until I can get my, you know, get the hitbox completely grasped. Wow, what on earth? What a weird situation. Sitting in the corner with JL there.
Well, we did say this was going to be a bit busted.
Nice, here we go though. You're in the blender.
Time for TheoryFighter to run the train.
Nice, jumps out, predicting the SPD. Gets the right call. But if you try anything risky here, you could end up dying. Both characters have great ways to confirm at this range. That would inevitably result in death for either one. As such, you know, we're seeing both players respect each other.
Yeah,
like having an understanding.
Right now.
Mutually assured destruction. But Ladiva forcing her way in. Nice. This is dead.
Oh.
No, it isn't. Damn. A lot less damage coming out from that Supernova fort. Scale by the 2 L's and the fire L.
Zeta using the social distancing mix-up and is
yeah, just poking away with to him. The problem with that though is that Ladiva could crush that with 2U herself, and then you're back in the blender. But it's definitely not the easiest thing to react to. 2M's a very fast button. Oh damn!
Oh,
Svampen getting hit by the JL there, though. And yeah, because he was crouching, the extra blocks there meant that didn't actually work. It resulted in an SPD for TheoryFighter. The intricacies of a grappler. I feel like Svampen's Oki is like his weakest element. His confirms are pretty good, his roots are pretty good, his neutral's pretty good. but he elects to go for meaties more often than not. If he learned his safe jumps and his low pogo setups, maybe even some fuzzies, he'd be terrifying, man. He really would. Nice, 720, that's dead.
Snap, that's gonna work. Yep.
TheoryFighter evening it up. There's not much Fury involved in this. You land a 720 on a Zeta who's sub 30% health, she's gonna die.
Battle 3.
Oh, honest command grab. You don't know about that one.
Don't know if any of that can go into the same sentence, but good confirm off the 2L into close medium. Getting the full corner carry conversion. This isn't easy to do. Let's see if he goes for any Oki. No, just misses the 2U. Yeah.
Here we go.
Misses the 2U, so whiffs the Oki instead.
Pogo,
But
though.
there you go. Gets low pogo into the overhead option. Whiffs the 2U again. Damn.
Again. Let's...
But gets the
Pretty
throw
strange.
off of it 2 times in a row. It's intentional, you know. Controlled chaos. Getting hit by the close. Oh, damn. Escaping that combo, though. A drop from TheoryFighter. This could cost him. Again, both players, same situation, except it's more just Svampen having understanding that as long as he plays patiently, it favors him considerably. As long as he's holding down back, waiting for Ladiva to get into that 2M range, you've got all the control in the world right now. Buffering Super's there. We're seeing Svampen buffering Super in neutral, but getting clipped in crouching. Oh, 2L mashes his way out.
The melty blood mix up right there.
Wow, yeah. It's also just a very key part of grab the matchup, right?
Battle 1.
Knowing when they're probably going to reset their pressure or combos, so go for SBD. Regardless, the risk pays off. And you did have the HP as Zeta there to make that bet, to be honest, so I don't blame him. Nice, good confirm. Not going for the low pogo again, but still taking the safe jump. Keeping the pressure up. Weird anti-air grab coming out from Ferry there. Probably a misinput. Nice. Solid pressure coming out from Svampen, as usual. That's complete control of neutral, and what a confirm. 2L into Farrell. Getting to super. What we're going to see. Running up. Keeping the mid-range pressure. Not electing to go for any safe jumps. Nice. SVD. You're in the mixer now. Uses the stance to beat the, Oh, wow, that... Is that dead? Was that a real 720? Or was that not a real 720? That's the question right now. Wasn't a real 720. But Far M instantly afterwards. TheoryFighter putting himself on the board.
Battle 2. Engage.
Here we go now.
Nice, good 2M.
That was good spacing. Gets the...
Oh, wow. First time we've seen Universal Overhead this match. Getting the counter hit. Nice, finally getting the full conversion.
Low pogo did the work. Here we go now.
Perfect. 7 golden letters. Second one of the tournament.
Battle 3. Engage.
Also,
Here we go.
even as a Zeta down player, I do agree that Zeta should probably have 9500 HP to be in line with the other counter zoning characters and mix up heavy characters, Metera and Ferry. That offense is so good.
Svampen just sitting comfortably, firing those...
Yeah, it's why this matchup's really rough to deal with, and it's only gotten worse over the recent patches. Neutral is not a fun place for Ladiva, but all it takes is Ladiva winning one neutral interaction for the matchup to be completely swung on its head. With Zeta not having the best defense. Interesting forward roll, gets the 2M. Gets the knockdown, now you're in the blender. Pulling out the jump with an air-to-air, bringing her back down to the ground. Is this going to be safe, or are you dead? Finish Svampen, knocking TheoryFighter out of the tournament.
Oh, GG's
yeah, for sure. That was a great set. Really hard to call it, but either way, not gonna lie. We're gonna go on to losers semifinals now, though, which should be Svampen against Swepei. which is 2 Swedish players.
It is. It's unfortunately the country kill and the yeah.
Alright, it's time for some Swede on Swede action. This matchup, again, we saw it a bit earlier. Svampen understands how to deal with it. But Swepei plays very differently to SanyaChan. I feel like SanyaChan is a lot more chaotic. Not just chaotic neutral, but chaotic offense as well. He does a lot of rando DPs and reversals that we saw paying dividends against Svampen. Not quite getting him the win, though. Whereas I feel like Swepei is a lot more controlled with his Charlotta and his approach to offense and neutral. So let's see how that pans out coming into this one.
It's Benner's first, dude.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, boy.
Oh, yeah, completely missed that one. Never mind.
Don't worry about it, we're just too hype. It's
Whoops.
Benner's. Sorry, Benner's, we love you.
Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself a bit, but this should still be an interesting match. I haven't actually seen or thought about this matchup that much. But given any sort of theory, Charlotta has really fast walk speed. She has really good pressure. Vaseraga doesn't have very good defense, lacking a barrier buttons and reliable reversals. So if Charlotta can muscle her way in, she definitely has the advantage. And obviously, she has better defense than Vaseraga does. So assuming that she can secure one of those neutral skips, we could be looking at a pretty one-sided matchup. Predictions to Gibson chat.
Charlotta.
How do you think this one's gonna go?
Vaseraga.
I don't think I've ever seen these players or these characters play against each other in tournaments, so it's
I
hard to
don't
call.
think I've seen this yet.
If I had to put my money on a player, I'd say Benners, because he pulls off some really hard matchups and making it look relatively easy.
I'll go with potatoes then.
Yeah. I mean, you've been vibing with the potato for most of the event so far, so
It puts a commentator on each side. It's all good. And yeah, potatoes
Ooh,
good.
nice. Yeah, for sure. Banner's doing a really interesting neutral interaction right now, doing a lot of neutral jumps into J Heavy. Sorry about that. And the reason why he's doing that is to beat out the EX Blanca ball, because it had its class level lowered, so JH would actually just completely destroy it at this point.
I feel like if Swepei used more like super jump there.
Drops the conversion, but gets the low into SBA to end the round. Swepei taking the first round, putting himself on the board, making my bet look a little bit hazy. Good air to air, starting the pressure up. Charlotta being very respectful, like I was saying, very controlled. Waiting for his opportunity to get in, but you can't do demon flip in neutral. And it's ready with the anti-air.
Gonna have to be very careful right now. Went for a throw, it was too far
Yeah,
away.
so basically the situation with Stomp, it showed good awareness from Swepei, but the situation with Stomp is that if he goes for another Stomp, you can throw him out of it, but if he goes for the follow-up, you get smoked, but if you go for spot dodge, you smoke the follow-up, so it's an RPS situation, or,
That's one hell of an RPS situation.
yeah. Swepei getting the wrong guess, and Benner's making the right read. Ending the round, evening it back up. Getting the back throw. Going for a demon flip setup there. Interestingly enough. Taking the plus frames from an EX demon flip though. And all of Charlotta's pressure is so self-approaching that it's very hard for a character like Vaseraga to get away from it. But with that said, Benner's using that command throw, throwing her to the other side of the screen. As the armor up. Gets the anti-air. No counter hit, so no conversion. Getting back thrown into the corner is not ideal though. And that should be dead. Charlotta gets a ridiculous amount of damage from the EX Demon Flip. But is it dead? No SSBA available, which is where the big damage comes in for Charlotta, but getting the throw afterwards, taking it to 1-1. Well, 1-0, pardon.
Yeah, 1-0, dude. Here we go.
Your bet's looking pretty good right now, but I have faith that this has come back from worse.
I've seen Benners come back from crazy stuff, so the man's got the skills to pay the bills.
Yeah, for sure. Getting hit by the DP. That's one advantage of having a flash kick. Doesn't matter which side you're going on. And this is getting kind of smoked by the demon flip in the corner right now. Taking the plus frames.
Should be anti-air, not quite.
This isn't dead, is it? This is dead. Crikey.
dead.
Vaseraga damage, boys.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh, damn.
That was
not ideal. Yeah, great neutral jump from Charlotta. Oh, nice conversion as well. Off of the 2U with the DP. Again, Swepei's so patient right now. He has the positional advantage. He has the health advantage. So he's just sitting there patiently. Gets a shoulder charge as a result, though, so not paying off all that much.
Oh,
Whiff throw's not ideal either.
whiff throws have been happening quite a bit for him at this point.
The thing is that Vaseraga, whilst he looks like a really big boy, his hitbox is actually relatively deceptive, so throw and proximity normals can be a little bit deceptive when playing against him, at least in my experience. But getting the command throw to end this round out, Ben is evening up to 1-1 in a very convincing fashion. And once that engine's rolling, it's hard to stop it.
Believe in victory. Battle.
You say that, Kisaragi, but you're a Narmaya player. Narmaya's not the tallest lady.
Right to Symmetron, he knows the deal.
Nice. Great control of neutral coming out from Bennett so far. Taking control of the matchup nice and early. Getting hit by the demon flip though.
Nice jump back, here we go. Gets his
Wow,
arm
gotta
around.
watch your toes.
Ooh.
Missing the command throw and is now underneath pressure. Spot dodge doesn't do anything for you there. Taking the +1. And you have to remember as well that even situations like +1 are effectively more plus against a character like Vaseraga because his fastest options are slower than most characters. Nice. Getting the full conversion puts Vaseraga into the corner. Taking the meaty setup. It's only a matter of time. Until something happens, and the something that happens is Ben is escaping with SPA. Ben is at match point. Uh-oh.
Pushing back.
Demon flip at round start. We've seen that a couple of times coming out now. Good conversion from Bennis. Doesn't have Stomp available to him now, though. Oh, weird throw. Swepei doing a great job using Charlotta's amazing jump arc with that JL. For his way in.
Okay, here's the throw this time.
Yeah, that was a meaty demon flip setup, so you're actually the plus after it. Allowing him to continue his pressure, which is looking brutal right now. No super available for Vaseraga, so all he can do is hold it. Getting hit by 2 blankables, and now 1 touch is going to do it. Any touch will do. And it's getting hit by EX blankable. It's over. On back to match point.
Match point for both.
Yeah. One player's on
This
their
is a
tournament
loser.
point at this point, you know? Someone's got to leave.
Somebody gets to go get a cup of tea or something, I don't know.
And the other one goes straight into a match against Svampen.
Yeah.
Nice. Using the forward roll after the back throw to secure himself back outside of the corner, but Ben is pushing all the way back to mid-screen. Okay.
A lot of balls.
Oh! Interesting situation there. Getting the guard crush, but nothing meaningful from it. Ben is right now just controlling space. Not giving Swepei a single inch to get in. I love the neutral jumps from Benners. It's a really interesting adaptation to this matchup. Nice, getting the full conversion. Doesn't get the 2U knockdown, so loses Oki as a result. And gets a punish, not too significantly. Lots of scrambles resulting in them back at mid-screen there. Either player could combo and kill the other one at this range. Doesn't get the anti-air, and now you're in the corner. This should be dead. SSBA.
That will be dead.
My initial prediction before the match, where I said that it was going to be Swepei versus SanyaChan. No, Swepei versus Svampen. And the Battle of the Swedes is correct. But my bet going into the match of Ben is taking it was wrong. The Battle of the Swedes will happen.
You should all just be like at Che and be like, you jinxed for match, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that could be argued, but I'm going to just hide and hope that no one realizes that.
Hashtag rigged.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I've ruined all of Bennett's hopes. But, as usual, phenomenal performance from Benners. always lovely seeing him. And he always makes it into top 8, like every single tournament, with a character that most people can, consider bottom 4. But Swepei versus Svampen is up next. It's going to be the initial matchup that we had predicted. Wow, that I thought was happening before this one even started.
Wait.
Nick PhD, thank you for the follow.
Bananas.
I don't think I did, but it's all good. Regardless, we're going to be seeing Swepei versus Svampen. Charlotta versus Zeta. I talked about it before, assuming that we were going to be going straight into that match earlier, so I'll save you the trouble. But who are you going to put your money on? I mean, you've got to go potato again, because I'm going Zeta, so I'm leaving you no option this time.
That's the way this is going to be.
I'm really rooting for Svampen. Svampen's been turning up to the past couple events, but hasn't managed to make it out of losers so far. So I'd love to see some nice-ass Zeta performance. And this matchup does favor Zeta, assuming that the Charlotta doesn't get her offense going. If the Charlotta gets her offense running, it's ridiculous. Right there. Oh, misses the full conversion because the 668 wasn't delayed enough. You saw what happened with the demon flip earlier, though. Because it hit up so high, that wasn't plus. But if it hits lower to the ground, Charlotta's in fact plus. So, good awareness from Svampen.
Yeah, it's variable data based on positioning down. I'm very guilty girl of it.
Oh, damn. Getting caught by the reset.
Wow.
This is dead. Yep. Jesus Christ. Swepei SSBA damage is ridiculous. SS loses sound. Ah, I see.
What does it mean to go potato? The joke is the potato is brain dead, but in this case, it's more of a meme than anything else.
Nice. Getting the reset. No punish off of that, though. But this is looking very Charlotta favored right now. Again, once Charlotta has that offense running, there's not much that I can do. I just have to hold it. She has some defensive OSs against Demon Flip, though. But, yeah. I honest to God, Swepei's use of 5U is better than any Charlotta I've seen to date. You don't usually see that tool very much, but Swepei's making it look really, really good. It does have some uses for beating certain safe jump setups, but outside of that, you rarely see it.
Svampen looking to get a decent start here. 2U. Pushing towards the corner.
Finally getting control of neutral, but again, all it takes is Charlotta getting in once. It's very similar to Ladiva. Once you're in that blender, it's rough. But Zeta definitely has the tools to keep Charlotta at bay.
Ooh,
oh, whiff throw again. Yeah, we're seeing that a lot, aren't we?
Yeah. The spacing is doing him in at the moment.
Svampen's doing a good job at keeping this match very controlled right now. Nice, good conversion off the far end. Good pressure. Oh no, you've cornered yourself. This could be it, boys. SSBA, that's going to be a decent chunk of damage, but what comes next is the real problem. How are you going to deal with the Soki?
Chose not to go for Demon Flip, I agree.
Yeah, Demon Flip is really risky, especially because Zeta has really great ways to OS it with a stance. You just want to elect to go for regular pressure.
When you have somebody in the corner just doing the Demon Flip.
Yeah, it's probably one of the worst options that Charlotta can go for. Svampen taking his first round. But, like, Charlotta has such great constant pressure that you don't really need to take risks with Demon Flip and stuff like that on your offense. You can really just keep them in Demon, keep them in hands, especially against a character like Zeta, who doesn't have very good ways to call out the gaps that hands have.
Here we go now. Chances for Svampen.
Nice. Getting the throw. Charlotta's in the corner. Finally going for low pogo.
Low pogo 50. Yep.
Getting fully blocked though. Charlotta being very respectful right now. EX blankable being spent. You saw him trying to go for Demon Flip there. Buffering it a second ago. No punish coming out from Svampen. Oh,
that's
is this gonna... No, I didn't think so. It wasn't counter hit, so...
Yeah.
And even if it was counter hit, that probably isn't the conversion you would have wanted to go for. And Swepei bring it back after the mistake from Svampen.
It might have worked, but it'd have to have been really specific.
Oh damn, using the EX Fireball instead of the EX 2-2H. That could have been a dead Swepei there. But instead it's a dead Zeta. As I said, that mistake's cost him his life. Making a mistake after that as well. You gotta tighten it up to beat Swepei. Swepei's no joke. This Charlotta means business. The battle of the Swedes is getting bloody now. With Swepei putting him a match point. Again, really great awareness, knowing that that isn't plus. No conversion there. Getting back thrown towards the corner, this could be the end of the round. Zeta fighting to get out of that pressure, nice.
Here we go.
Knockdown. Getting a very high pogo, but finally dropping straight down to the ground to safe jump. That was a good call, because you didn't actually have automatic safe jumps there because the pogo was so high. Now using that laser to keep Swepei at bay. We've seen it before though, one mistake could cost you the round. Wow, that's a mistake. You could have killed. Now punishing the demon flip, but gets the 2M to close out the round. 1-1.
Nice.
I love Zeta. Even at end quotes, 10 out of 10. Wow, getting the run forward with the throw. Swepei starting the round off in the corner, not exactly where you want to be. But using that reversal tool to punish the, relatively foolish run up after the late tech. I'm really surprised that in situations like that, we see him go for JL safe jumps instead of low pogo. Oh, nice.
Here we go. Chances for Svampen in this corner.
Good to you. Hiding back and gets the frame trap. After JL, you're plus. Which is one of the messed up things about it. You're plus enough that you get a frame trap with close end. Or on hit, you get a combo into close end. Nice, taking him all the way to the corner though. We're going to see low pogo. We are getting hit by the overhead.
Yeah, we are. Low pogo. Here we go.
And this is going to look like a Zeta round.
Yes.
Should go into another low pogo here. Finally, this is the Oki that we want. Zeta round, baby. Loopable combos that lead to messed up Oki.
Not quite dead, but any poke will do.
Yeah, there you go. Zeta round.
Damn, it really is coming down to the wire again.
It is. The battle of the Swedes is getting incredibly bloody with both of them. A match point. I think the last 3 matches have came down to this, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, pretty much.
Going all in. Definitely been close. Nice, there you go. Going for a safe jump setup. Managed to get it. Now into low pogo.
A good check. Yo, here we go.
Swepei's got the fuzzy blocks on point there, though. Finally not getting hit by the second overhead. Nice! Rushes the 2M there.
Good throw tech, I agree. What's the plan now?
Oh, good anti-air. Not getting the optimal conversion, but baits out the super. The super? The reversal. Didn't get low pogo, and Swepei's managed to escape from the corner. Getting the... Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Beautiful.
That's the one that you needed last time. There we go.
Yeah. I mean, who needs to OS when you can just react to 2H, right?
Yeah, boy.
Svampen knocking out the fellow Swede. Charlotta is no more. We had 2, and now there are none.
That actually puts Svampen into losers semi. Losers finals even.
Yeah, should be losers finals.
Yeah.
Just got to update the bracket because these 2 haven't done it themselves.
So we were talking about how Svampen was having issues in top 8 with staying in top 8, but has so far made it to what is technically the end of losers top 8.
Yeah, he's done a phenomenal job. He's now in top 3.
Adaption this week based on prior data.
Alright, so next up is going to be Rixta against Paddu. A classic. And players that we're going to be seeing...
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, these players play a lot against each other, but in tournament, we haven't actually seen it that many times. We've seen it a few times, for sure, but it's not that common. But all the way at top 3 in winners finals, this is going to be interesting. Just to let everyone know, this is a best of 5 So it's going to be quite a slugfest between the two. You know, Ferry and Metera are very similar characters. They're both relatively, you know, they have good zoning tools, good neutral, and then they can, oh yeah. No, should be fine. But then they can convert those neutral wins into really, really messed up offense. And neither character has the best Abare buttons. But obviously, Ferry does have that DP, so I'd have to put this in favor of Ferry, I'm not going to lie. That DP is 4 frames slower, though, compared to the last patch, so you've got some wiggle room. And Paddu and Rixta are both incredibly momentum-based, incredibly adaptive players. And they've played against each other so much that you're going to be seeing less of the Metera Ferry matchup at this point, and more of the Paddu Rixta matchup. Have to switch over the names. Paddu versus Rixta. Top 3. What is finals? Nice. Calling out the round start. Zephyr with 2H. Getting the overhead. This is looking like a wash so far. Paddu being took all the way into the corner. 2Uing his way out, though. Finally taking some of the momentum back. Protect means those butterflies do absolutely nothing, though. And now the ball is back in Rixta's court.
Really good start for Rixta in this particular set. Damn.
Time to play some Mounty Blood. Nice!
my favorite thing to say, dude. My favorite thing to say.
I mean, we didn't get to see much Mounty Blood, I'm not gonna lie. We got like maybe a second of it with one low attempt,
yeah,
but other than that, Paddu just running for his life. Not wanting to deal with that install. Speaking of running for his life, you're at, yeah. You're not in a great position to keep it. Rixta taking the first round.
Whoa, that was one hell of a way to dodge that.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like a Matrix situation there. And this is a matchup adaptation where you throw out 63M consistently because the recovery is so slow to stop Metera from going for any Zephyrs. You know, hopping out of that corner. But speaking of hopping out of the corner, putting Rixta into mid-screen. Water rolling the arrow though. Into a DP. No immunity on 63M, but its hitbox outbox is huge.
Corner,
yeah, I mean, it's taking him all the way to the corner, and this is where Metera could look messed up, but getting clipped by the 2M. Yeah, there you go, that's dead.
Yeah, there we go.
TK arrow ending the round. Paddu evening it up. Just a reminder for anyone in the chat who has Twitch Prime, we're getting pretty close to our Twitch affiliate buyout at this point, and any money that I receive from that will go straight back into these events, so if you have a Twitch Prime, I've got some sweet-looking Granblue emotes. So support your boy. Oh, nice. Gets the swing straight in. And now we're seeing Rixta start his offense up. Oh, never mind. That drops. That's going to come across them. His positional advantage is out of the window.
Oh, here we go. Possibilities now for Rixta in this corner. Paddu looking very subdued.
There's not a lot Metera can do against close heavy frame traps, so being very respectful.
That's a really good setup.
Yeah, that's going to be dead. Oh, never mind. Drop, going for the reset instead, and now he's in the corner. This is not what you want to see. One more touch will do it. Getting hit low, this is it.
This was not supposed to happen, I swear.
Paddu stealing that round back.
That was not supposed to happen, I swear, damn.
I mean, no. One reset with the
corner of his own doing.
Because to be honest, I don't think he could have killed with that install there. So I think he intentionally went for the reset, but Paddu making him regret it. Nice, getting the throw. Paddu asserting his dominance right now with a second throw. Now you gotta hold the butterfly set up. Getting hit by 2 butterflies at once, this should be dead. Oh, never mind, goes for the reset instead. Oh, one more touch is gonna do it. Zephyr'ing away because you have the health lead at this point. All you need to do is back it up. And gets the up arrow. Damn, Paddu's looking dominant right now. Like I said, both of this player matchup's going to be very momentum based, but Paddu getting the 2U is pulling Rixta apart by the seams. Rixta's doing some good forward rolls there. Getting a lot of the neutral callouts, right?
Do we go towards this corner? Good throw.
Getting, wow, flinch up there, V.
Damage incoming. Ooh.
More important than that, the setup's coming in. Multi-blood time. Gets hit by the overhead.
Alright.
Rixta bringing himself back. Reminder that this isn't match point. If Paddu takes this win, because this is a best of 5. Nice! Good anti-air. Now, whilst her arrows like that are air blockable, Ferry's using that whip, right? So she can't air block during that. Nice! That works out in Paddu's favour. Both of them just fling stuff at each other from full screen.
Ooh, here we go. Setup.
Oh, misses the 2U conversion. This could hurt. Eats out the forward roll. Doesn't get a significant conversion off of it. And DP still working even after the nerf. Oh, that's gonna be very dangerous. GG. Probably gonna see him go into the setup here. No, electing not to do it, but gets the DP and brings it back to 1-1.
Alright.
Who needs supers anyway? Well, I'm just saying that it's harder to get SS rank matches because there aren't that many people there yet. Well, there are lots of people there, but they're all sitting at SS5. But I'm announcing it tomorrow, but we're going to be releasing a Masters rank bounty, where the first person to reach Master rank before the end of June will receive a lump sum of money, along with a crowdfunded prize pool. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, we're going to be trying to revive the rank lobby.
Yeah, get involved in the rank lobby stuff because that sounds hype.
It really does. But, you know, finna boost a master, give me that $1. There's going to be a code of conduct released, and any sort of collusion is not going to be allowed. And if you don't have replays along, you're going to be disqualified. So just keep your eyes open, follow me on Twitter, or join the Discord, and I'll keep you guys posted.
All I can say, guys, is see me in rank.
Yeah, Brian. S to master, let's go.
If I get to master, I swear to God.
It's 2L2L. Paddu taking the round.
Battle 2.
This game does indeed have a rank system.
You're seeing the double S and the triple S on the players' names. That's their ranks.
Yeah, that's the ranks that they've gained by playing online.
Rixta, one of the elusive 5 players in SSS. Nice. Getting the full conversion here. No butterflies are available though, so just going for the safe jump. Gets the overhead from the double Zephyr. And that's dead. Paddu taking it to 2-1. I mean, regardless of who ends up dying here, Svampen's got his hands full. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Nice,
if
good
Rixta
conversion.
moves down, Svampen's got to deal with Ferry. If Paddu moves down, it's a Metera matchup.
Again, no VX butterfly, but this time just going for the empty jump into throw. That pressure was really solid, but Rixta finding his way out of it with the 2U into the back throw.
Back throw. GG check. Nope. Oh, that's gonna hit though.
Yeah, it's air unblockable. Nothing you can do in that situation. Checkmate. Second U jump, if he's ready, you're dead.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh, here we go in the corner.
Yeah, Paddu's taking control of the round again. This isn't what you want to be seeing, is Rixta getting hit by the throw. Oh, universal overhead gets the 2U. Does that counter hit universal overhead? Oh, he's ended up right back in the corner. Nice, Rixta going on the offense now.
He's out now, as long as he can find a way to keep himself there.
He's doing a phenomenal job at going on the offensive now. Trying to re-establish some dominance right now. Whiffs the 6-3H though. Putting Paddu in.
Chances. Rixta cross up? Yes. Okay.
Made him, you know, he was doing the check. Were you holding block button? Turns out he wasn't. Loses the round for it.
Battle 3. Engage.
Alright, let's see how this round start goes. Oh, good anti-air, but no conversion. That'd have been an interesting conversion to see, for sure. Paddu taking control of neutral again, though. But Rixta not getting that conversion, damn. The X-Whip's on cooldown. Getting hit by the overhead, this should be all the way to the corner. Getting thrown, you have to deal with the butterflies again.
Butterfly setup.
Rixta's getting hit by every throw so far. Definitely not what you want to see. But obviously, you run the risk of, if you go for the throw tech, and Paddu goes for TK arrow, you're just dead. Speaking of dead, Rixta being sent to losers bracket. A nice surprise for Svampen. I can say that another character that Rixta doesn't like playing against is Zeta. He's always struggled against low pogo, but, you know, Svampen doesn't do that much low pogo. But this might be the one Zeta for him. Congratulations to Paddu, though, for making it to Grand Finals. Metera gang indeed. Svampen. Rixta.
Alright. What does low pogo even mean? You just mean pogo. Okay, so there's a point where the pogo is on, like, height-wise, which is better than being above than that point.
Basically,
for some reason.
Low pogo is a situation where your pogo hits low enough to the ground that if they go for DP, it's a safe jump. And from that low pogo, you can go into another pogo instantly. Basically, from that situation, you can go into second pogo to reset that situation. You can keep it going low pogo. Or you can go for an overhead or a low off of any of those situations. Or you can just drop straight down to the ground and go for a throw. So basically, it's a pretty messed up mix-up that you can loop that comes from any of your knockdowns into a safe jump.
Yeah, it's basically safe jump pogo, but with you being closer to the
it also puts you into a mix-up.
Yeah, so it's just one of Zeta's more interesting.
It's like her Oki. It's the one thing that's it's her strength. That was awkward though. Zeta being on the wrong side ends up with Rixta getting the wrong special, but ending it out anyway with the firearm.
Yeah, but it's just pogo. But
I mean, no, low pogo definitely needs a term of its own. It's a form of Oki. Regular pogo is a completely different situation. The reward that Zeta gets from it and the options that the opponents have are completely different. Low pogo setups are very, very fundamental for Zeta.
Here we go now. Svampen's chance in this corner.
Yeah, taking control of the matchup. Obviously, with these loopable combos. Going for the JL instead of low pogo there, though. Nice. Gets the conversion to super. This is Ferry, so it's probably dead. Svampen evening it up.
Battle 3, engage.
This matchup practically is whoever has the tempo, yeah. Except Zeta has, you know, no reversal outside of her supers. A stance not being the best usability against a character like Ferry. But once you have your offense going, again, a lot of it is safe jumps, so Ferry doesn't have the best of barrier buttons, yeah. You can actually get good Oki off of air throw.
Air throws in this game seem really rare, and when they do happen, damn.
Nice. Every single one of yeah, I mean every single one of Zeta's jumps is also kind of a guessing game in this matchup because wow, it's getting the second air throw. Svampen taking the first match. But yeah, every jump that Zeta does in this matchup is kind of like a guessing game because obviously if Zeta goes for a jump in, Ferry can go ahead and anti-air it with DP. But if she decides to use Spear, it changes the timing of it. And a lot of the times, instead of doing jump-ins, Zeta players will tend to just jump up. And that way, it puts the Ferry into a guessing game, right? If they guess wrong and they don't DP as you do Spear, they have to take your pressure. And if they guess wrong and they go for DP and you do nothing, they've lost their DP. Thank you, Simatron, for the follow. I appreciate it, man. Getting thrown into the GG, gets the conversion.
Here we go.
Oh, that's the frame trap as well. This is dead.
Oh.
Yikes.
watch out for that sweet.
Battle 2. Engage.
Nice. Use the stance. It's very hard to get good use out of in this matchup, but getting hit by the low pogo. Wow. Rixta calling out the drop there. Probably gonna go for throw. Again, Ferry doesn't have the best of barrier buttons, but when you're that close, even she can make use of them. And this should be dead. Oh, never mind. I guess it's still a mix-up situation, but that's what I'm saying. I've always said this. Always block high against Rixta, because more often than not, he will just repeatedly go for highs. But recognizing that Svampen knew that, went for the low. Still a mix-up, bro.
To be honest, I'm slightly jealous. Wonder if I.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Okay, here we go. So now it is 1-1.
Rixta taking very early control of this matchup. It's not ideal for Svampen, but again, it's really hard to anti-air Ferry as well. It's hard to anti-air Zeta, but it's equally as hard to anti-air Ferry. That Vine Whipper available to her. But anime mix-up time.
Very locked down in the corner right now. Svampen, not many options. And here we go, the Rixta mix-up.
Phenomenal blocks from Svampen, but ends up getting thrown and still over.
I'll have to watch out for.
Battle.
Yeah, Bennett is right. We've not seen a lot of parry.
Parry is very hard to use correctly in this matchup, and if you elect to go for parry in a situation like that where Ferry has so much access to rebeats, etc., you're more than likely just going to get blown up going for the unarmored follow-ups. So honestly, it's not necessarily the easiest way to just cheat your way out of a corner like that. Easier said than done kind of situation. Once you've experienced how questionable the usability is of parry, you'll understand Svampen's reluctance to go for it there. No, that you can't cover all the options with OS or any sort of fuzzy situation there, Venice. Already has too many options.
Oh, snap. Good throw.
But Rixta taking a very dominant match there. We're now 2-1. Best of 5 though, so it's not over just yet. If Svampen can take back the momentum of the match, we could very well see a flip on this current situation.
I'm slightly jealous. Wonder if I could be more like her with enough work.
Both players taking a moment before getting into the next one. Got a lot to think about, you know. This matchup's very stressful on both ends.
And here we go. In this corner now.
I mean, even if I'm not right, my ego can take the hit, but I'm pretty sure there are no S's to cover all of the options that Ferry has. Which would make sense, considering how many she has. Rixta taking a nice advantage early. No, Svampen, pardon. Over Rixta. But Rixta keeping himself out now. Has the positional advantage, you know? Getting anti-ed though. No 2-2-H to get the...
Nothing out of it.
Yeah, you need 2-2-H to confirm out of that on non-counter hits.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, damn. Getting away with murder there. Stance H into the jet overhead. That was absolute robbery. Svampen forcing a scramble. In which situation, you know? Zeta definitely has the advantage. Damn. Missing the anti-air confirm.
Rixta in this corner. Putting Svampen in the corner.
Nice.
GG. No, not quite.
Good call out for Svampen there, though. Getting the mash. Oh, that's dead. Yeah. We're now at match point.
Battle 3. Engage.
Nice. That's what I mean. Every single round start where Zeta goes for a jump, it's a complete guess. But she can also react to any whiffed buttons by Ferry with the spear. There's a lot of recovery on all of Ferry's whiff buttons, for obvious reasons. Getting the overhead, damn. This isn't looking pretty, is instead. Yeah, it is.
Well, stop. That sends Rixta to Grand Finals.
Bert, thank you for the follow, my man. Rixta, meeting Paddu back in the Grand Finals. Svampen, not managing to find his way out of the loser's bracket this time, but doing a damn good job. Closest we've seen yet. Grand Finals is going to be Rixta against Paddu. Now, whilst this is a best of 5 like the rest of top 3, it's also worth mentioning that Rixta now has to get a loser's reset in order to take this tournament. So he has to win not 1, but 2 best of 5 sets.
Yeah. Gotta win 3 he's gotta win 3 matches. Each way. It's hard work.
Yeah, it's definitely a bit cursed. But if there's anyone that can do it, it's Rixta, man. You know what, Grievous? That's fair enough. Usually people would judge you, but there's no judgment here. Hearts of Blazing is a safe space for all people who want to get choked out by Metera. As long as you're exercising caution, it's all good, man. That's true, Grievous. That is also true. It is at least partially a part of it. I mean, most.
99.99%, sure.
I'll give you those odds.
But then you've got that one person that tells you they don't watch anime, but they play anime, and you're just like, huh?
Yeah, sure, bro. Never watched Pokemon as a kid?
Everyone loved a bit of Misty, damn.
Trust this is an anime game. The chat's always weird. It's one of people arguing about their character's health, arguing about their waifus, or downplaying their husbands.
Yeah, this is pretty much the answer, yeah.
With that said, Paddu against Ferry. Wow, Paddu against Ferry. I guess Rixta is synonymous with Ferry at this point, but it's not quite as simple as that. Paddu against Rixta, Ferry against Metera. We saw how this went before.
Paddu against Ferry is a very degen moment, dude.
We saw this went before, so the odds are definitely against Paddu right now. No, against Rixta, pardon. Because he's got a steep hill to climb, and the person who sent him to losers was none other than Paddu. But this is a good start. Getting the conversion off of the jump. There's where there.
In this corner. Paddu is just
getting the 2U though. Then gets the throw reset. Second time. We saw him get away with a lot of...
I actually wanted a third one. Yeah.
I mean, that would have been a bit too much, you know. Nice, GG. That isn't safe, wow. It's very health, but you should, yeah, they shouldn't die. This is still a messed up situation. Dies still far heavy. Yeah, that's true, Grievous. Nice, getting hit by the 2U. Rixta getting the universal overhead counter hit on the throw tech. And now, wow, missed the throw. Missed the whip, pardon. Let's get a full conversion there. Getting caught by the overhead. Never mind, bro. I got a DP. The one thing that Ferry has over Metera, you know? Wow, there are lots of things, but one of them. Needless reversal. Go get him, GG. Low, low. Yeah. You can get it up.
Battle 3, engage.
I want to hear it from you and everyone in the chat. Who do you think's going to win? I'm going to go out on a long one, and I'm going to say Rixta is going to muscle his way slowly but surely all the way back. I'd love to see Paddu win.
I think I might go with those odds.
I want to see Paddu win, but I have a feeling Rixta's going to deny us.
I'll go with the Rixta odds just because, you know, I've watched them play more than I've watched Paddu.
Yeah, I've watched these two players play quite a bit.
I should go with the underdog, really, but, you know.
I don't necessarily think Paddu's the underdog in this specific situation, though. Coming from a pretty dominant win in winner's side.
I mean, you're correct. You're correct.
Look at that damage. It keeps on going.
From the point of view of losers.
Jesus. The combo never ends. This isn't dead, right? No, because the last hit did next to no damage because of the scaling being that much.
Oh,
This is why you gotta love
Normal
Paddu
ball
as
now.
well, though. This is a bad situation. Nice, though. Micro walking backwards, but Rixta Vine whips in, gets the universal overhead, and takes the first match of the set.
Believe in victory.
And Paddu dealt so well with the infamous EXGG and Momocool, but just got sponked instantly. Nice. Rixta's DPs have been so on point this time.
Rixta's matchup this time seems really different from the last time.
Yeah, he adapts really quickly.
But I've got
And obviously,
option
again, these players at this point both know this matchup so well that they're more or less just going to be playing against each other. It's going to be the player matchup. Whoever gets the right
Yeah,
reads, for
it's clearer
example.
than the character, yeah.
Oh, no full animation. Not
far
too bad,
away.
though. Blocks the 2U. Could have been easy input as well to affect that even more, but they should be dead. Nice, good conversion from Paddu to end out the round.
Next round, guys.
Yeah, I can confirm that commentator's curse does exist, guys.
Battle.
Yeah, you got to remember that. I mean, who could have
There's nothing
seen
you can do
Paddu
about it.
getting like a 50 hit, 70% combo there, okay? And then who could have seen Rixta just
Here we go.
stealing it?
In the corner, the setups. Okay, option was real.
Yeah, that's
think
right.
it's
It is Paddu. I could also see it. This man has just discovered more Zeta tech in the past day than I think the entire Zeta community has in a month. Secret Discord tech, though. None of you can know about it. Paddu, evening it up. Yeah, clearly, Metera top 1.
Believe in victory. Battle.
Alright, 1-1 now.
Engage.
Okay, here we go. Rixta with the start. GG
nice.
lockdown, looks for the throw. Towards his corner. Nice.
Nice. Getting the reset. Getting blocked this time, though, but low confirms. Straight into the super. That's a dead Ferry. Oh, no, never mind.
It's not. What?
Even against Ferry, that's alive. But never mind. Jump, arrow, dead. Paddu's got his engine revving. This definitely spells doom for Rixta right now. Nice.
Nice GP. Here
Better.
we go. GG setup. Not quite. Not too far away.
Second GG going really wide though. Paddu seeing that opportunity and jumping straight in.
Yeah, that GG went to
Nice.
Australia. Yeah.
Honestly, Rixta's Beppo success rate has been like 100%, I think. If not, it's been close in this set. Oh, misses the conversion. Vine Whip making it really awkward for Metera to get those anti-air
Here we
confirms.
go. Normal ball.
Yeah, this isn't looking great. Rixta taking that round. Can we get GG's in the chat, boys?
Come on.
Battle. 3. Engage.
Ooh. I think he means the amount.
Yeah, might do.
Not quite,
You know,
not quite
thanks to-
GGs, but
Thanks to
GGs.
Swepei and Grievous, you know? Pulling through. Oh, damn. Getting that snipe again. That arrow is completely air blockable, but when you're in that Vine Whip, you don't have that option, so
Believe in victory.
Paddu calling it out.
That puts Paddu on 2-1.
Yeah, it does. The odds are looking very much stacked in his favor. Rixta has a long mountain to climb. Oh, it's a good start, though.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, a good start to this treacherous climb up the mountain. Getting the perfect. This matchup's so fun to watch, honestly. Both the player matchup and the character matchup, actually.
Rixta in a bit of bother now, being moved towards the corner. Oh, punish time?
Universal
Yeah,
overhead,
okay.
yeah, with the butterfly up, that should be dead. Paddu moving us to match point.
Round, guys.
Not just match point, but tournament point.
Battle.
All right.
Engage.
This could be the end. There's a possibility.
Very true, Grievous. This character's anything but brain dead. Very technical character with a lot of skill expression. But also relatively uncommon. Describes Paddu's character choice to a T. This could be it, boys. One more mix-up, and he gets the hit with a double overhead and ends up with a perfect to end this tournament. Paddu taking his first win at Hearts of Blazing, and couldn't be happier. Whilst I,
Yeah, nice.
had a prediction in my head that maybe Rixta was going to deny us this treat, we ended up seeing Metera taking a tournament for once. This is a nice, unique twist. With that said, congratulations to Paddu and all the rest of the attendees who got this far. It was great showing.
Yeah,
I mean,
super
honestly,
hype.
these matches have been insanely close. All of them went pretty much to the long run. But, at the end, Paddu ended up taking it all the way. We had a lot of great showings from people like Benners and Svampen, as usual. But I'd like to thank everyone in the chat for joining me today. I'll be sending you over to someone, probably Hiyari. I think Hiyari's streaming very shortly, but I'd also like to extend my thanks to everyone in the Hearts of Blazing Discord server and the Granblue community as a whole. This wouldn't be possible without you guys. And obviously, huge thanks to Gibbs for joining me on commentary today.
Yay! It was fun. I got to come on somebody else's stream for a change.
Yeah, it's a
Very
rare
cool
one,
stuff.
right? But always
It's
a
a
treat to
rare
have you
one,
on,
dude.
man. It really is. So I've got a
You're
couple
right.
of things
You're
that I'd like
right.
to shill quickly. The first one is I mentioned it before, but we have a invitational coming up, and every day for the next week, I'm going to be announcing, the next 16 days, pardon, I'm going to be announcing one of the attendees to our 16-man invitational. There's going to be all of Europeans' greatest players, hopefully, playing against one another. If you guys want to contribute in any way, join the server, follow me on Twitter for all of the announcements. Now, you might have seen a couple of the players in this tournament itself that we plan to have in the invitational, but that's neither here nor there. Other thing that I'd like to announce quickly is that I am going to be opening a Master Rank bounty tomorrow, which is going to mean that if you guys are playing, in SS, SSS, and Masters, trying to push towards that Masters, I'm going to be putting a bounty on it, so give you guys a bit of an incentive to play, make content, stream it, and that should be really awesome. So again, join us in Discord, join us on Twitter if you're interested in any of that. Aside from all of that shilling out of the way, we're going to be running our regularly scheduled events in next week. We're going to be running Granblue, and the week after that, we're going to be running Granblue and Xrd. So, see you all guys then. In the meantime, I'm going to go and find someone to host. Have a look, shall we? Got Sage Am streaming, then there's Hiyari. Alright, let's go. So, I'm going to be sending you over to Hiyari now. He's running a Pummeled Party test right now, which is interesting, but probably not the best person to send you over to, actually, in that case, so cancel that. Let's have a look at anyone streaming Granblue right now.
Izzy K streaming.
Oh, host
Granblue.
Paddu. Is Paddu streaming right now? Oh, whoops. Nah, he's last live 3 days ago. Oh, yeah, because he went offline after finishing the tournament. That makes sense. Wait. Never mind, he's now went live, so we'll go ahead and we'll host Paddu. Alright, there you go. I'll send you guys over to Paddu, who won the event, so you'll be in good hands. Hope you guys had a great event, though. I enjoyed it. And we'll see you guys again next week. Or, sooner than that, if you're interested in any of the other stuff that we got going on.